Stevie B, 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 he's the only one for me. Stevie B, 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 he was surely worth a fee. On the left, on the right, he is pure that's dynamite. On a cold Wednesday night, he made Leicester look like shite.
Everywhere we go, everywhere we go, everywhere we go, it's all the boys banging on the noise. Everywhere we go, everywhere we go, everywhere we go, it's all the boys banging on the noise. Everywhere we go.
Yes, guys, you know what time it is. It's your boy Jack and Sean here at the Irish Hotspur, here for a big, massive game day between Leicester City and Spurs. Really different lineups, actually, from both sides here, Sean. But I don't know. I think, how many game days have you gotten in today? You know, how are you feeling? You know, are the lungs feeling good? What's up with you?
I'm good, mate. I haven't said one yet, so I'm going to just do a quick one. I won't do it like a long, elongated one because I know we're short on time. It's game day! And I'm very excited to be back here, mate, with you. I'm sorry I couldn't make it on this morning's show. I had lots of things to do, but well, there you go.
Neither could I. We're both, we're both in trouble, with David. Don't worry. We're both going to have to answer to him. But everybody, really do appreciate you tuning in for this one. Sorry for the technical difficulties. This is the stream you should be looking out for. And everybody, I am thinking this is going to be an absolutely massive game. I mean, Sean, in my eyes, this is sort of a decider because, Arsenal are on a roll here. I mean, it's probably guaranteed that, West Ham kind of bend over for them, give them all 3 points. This is absolutely massive for us in my eyes. And with the lineup and everything, Sean, what are your thoughts? Like, do you think this is kind of the changes that you wanted? Is this kind of what you think could spice things up? Because things have been very dull recently. Can the Lucas Moura inclusion change things? I mean, what are your thoughts?
Yeah. There's lots of changes to both. Well, lots of changes to the Leicester side as well. I'm trying to get my head around. But in terms of Tottenham, I was, like you say, Jack, I have been calling out all week for something to be different. And he's certainly done that in dropping or resting Kulusevski and bringing in Lucas. Traditionally, I think we have always agreed that Lucas is better in the number 10 or a more central role than he is on the right.
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit concerned about that, if he does drop in and play more centrally, like if he does come in and kind of work as number 10 and let Kane and Son go more up front, then is that going to leave our right-hand side a little bit more exposed? Oh, sorry, my just got something else coming in the background. I think it's the game day TV. Yeah.
Alrighty. Sorry about that, but yeah, Sean, I completely agree. Like Lucas, like what he'll kind of abandon Emerson, right? He'll kind of leave him, for dead, out wide. And we already know Emerson can barely handle having multiple options in front of him, in the wide areas. And then when he's left alone, it could be a whole different story. I kind of agree. Where Kulusevski really does keep the width, and Lucas Moura, he's not really that player to keep the width.
He's not. Well, I mean, whenever he has in the past, he's gone missing, Jack. So I'm happy for him to come in as long as there's a little bit more of as long as the focus and the rest of the team are prepared for that. I'd imagine that if we're going to go wide today, we're probably going to go down our left-hand side. This is what I would imagine. And then we're going to look to go through the center, and hopefully Lucas Moura can connect the dots between the midfield and the attack. Or maybe even Harry Kane drops deep and Lucas Moura is up front. I would imagine it's the former rather than the latter, but hopefully, whatever we're going to lose by not having Kulusevski in, hopefully it's a big day for Lucas, and hopefully he can, get the ball into his feet, turn and drive, and then let Sonny and Kane work off the shoulders of the back four. Looking at the back four of Leicester, Soyuncu and Amartey, they're not the most mobile of players. I know Soyuncu's a big, strong, tough guy, but I don't know much about Amartey, to be honest. And I think that we can have some success against Thomas and Castagna. So, it's an interesting Leicester 11. And like you say, I think that they're doing the same thing as probably what we'll see West Ham do later on this afternoon in resting some of their players for both of them have got Thursday night, bigger fish to fry. So,
but we'll see which ones are up for it. Who knows? Maybe the ones, we'll see which one is up for it, because who knows? Maybe in the case of some of these Leicester players who haven't seen a lot of minutes, maybe they just really want to prove something. I remember that was the case with Stevie B last season.
Yeah.
When he was given, minutes towards the end of the season, wanted to prove something. So I'm a bit worried there. But let's get into the Harris Army. Let's see what they have to say here. To Bottom Duda's loving the music. You can thank Lazy801 in the chat for that one, my man. Big up to Bottom Duda. Rob Coyne is saying, let's hope we start on the front foot in the first minute. It's exactly what I'm looking for as well. Rob Darksun G with the super chat saying, today is Conte's 100th Premier League game. Son will score because Son loves scoring on these occasions. First goal under Conte, Jose's new stadium, at least 3-0 today. Come on, you Spurs. Darksun G, I'm loving the optimism. 100th Premier League game for Conte. Do you think, Sean, maybe just quickly, is there some sort of like guarantee when, the managers have, maybe one of their, milestone games or, coming up that, maybe they actually get the performances out of the players? Like, does that, play a factor, do you think?
I don't know. I'd probably not.
With Steve
It'd be
Bruce,
nice to think it does.
With Steve Bruce, I think it was like something like, some historic, milestone for him in Newcastle. We absolutely
1,000 games, wasn't it, or something? 1,000 games in the Premier League or something silly like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and we absolutely destroyed him. So it probably plays, no part in it. But Darksun G, I'd like to think Antonio Conte, it's a different story, my man. And at least 3-0, that just sounds exactly what the fan base needs. But big up, Darksun G. Really appreciate your support as well, my man. Top man. Amir Sadar, good to see you as well. Absolute legend, of course. Mick is always in the house as well. Good to see you. Gabe, good to see you as well. Michael Bennett, good to see you as well. John Smith, Liverpool fan, always seems to show up for these ones. El Said is in the house as well. Lane Lee, who's been in here a lot recently. Good to see you, my man. Good to see you, Lane Lee. Daniel Larson, Emerson, and Lucas on the right side. I have no face, I must say, but come on, you Spurs. Anyway, Daniel, it's what you signed up for, my man. This is what you signed up for. It's that bit of excitement. It's that bit of, kind of just, I don't know. It's where you have to find yourself as a Spurs fan in these moments, because you just have no faith probably, but who knows? Maybe it just goes the right way. But big up, Daniel. Celery Agents in the house. Good to see you, my man. Spurs fan saying, afternoon, Sean, Jack, and Irish. The Irish is coming on. Don't you worry, Spurs fan. Ricky Nato's in the house saying, victory is a must. Come on, you Spurs. Big up, Ricky. Philip Hewitt as well. Patty Higgins. Patty, really appreciate you as well, man. And he also said he was looking forward to the watch along today as well. Bottom Duda saying, with Mora in the starting lineup, do you think Kulu will replace Emerson as the right wing back and Bergwijn will replace one of the front three? I mean, I think Emerson's here to stay at the right wing back at this moment in time, to Bottom Duda, by the looks of it. Maybe they're just trying to experiment who works better with Emerson. Perhaps in the second half, if things aren't working out, maybe Emerson does get taken off. Maybe we do go for something a bit differently. But I'm not really sure, to be honest, to Bottom Duda. It seems like Emerson is here to stay. And in terms of Bergwijn, I just want him to come in. I just feel like he just deserves a shout. I just think he deserves a moment. I think he just deserves at least more than 9 minutes, to be honest, to prove his worth. But that's my thoughts on it, to Bottom Duda. Big yourself up, though, my man. Really appreciate your support. I think we're about getting ready to kick off, everybody. So I'm getting ready with the timer here.
Looks like we've got a new, a debutant, or at least it's debutant as for my eye, on the bench today in Matthew George Craig, an 18-year-old defensive midfielder. Jack, have you heard much about this kid?
No, not at all.
Nope. This is how
my English pyramid, my English pyramid sort of, knowledge is, pretty dismal in certain moments, quite embarrassingly dismal.
No, same, 100%.
I wish it's probably where, if I were to look at myself, I would say, championship knowledge is where I need to
he's a twin. He's got a twin brother. There's Matty and Matthew and Michael Craig. They're twins.
Oh, well, they're the twins. Oh, okay, yeah. So I have seen them before.
Remember they made the bench in Europa Conference League game.
That's right. Yeah, I did. Yeah, good man.
Dave always has.
No, it's on.
Can everyone hear?
And we're kicking off, everybody.
Can everybody hear me in the chat? Let me know. Let me know if people can hear me in the chat and see me. Okay.
Sonny here pulls back to Bentancur, who looks out wide towards Romero. Emerson, first touch of the ball from him. It's a complete pass, ladies and gentlemen. Not a bad start. Lucas Moura comes in. Oh, Lucas Moura takes a knock
up
there. He's already
Welsh
running one off. Here's Harry
Big up
Kane on the break.
Big up Vince Vega. Big up King Honnold.
Benson Cole.
People could hear Dave. People could hear Dave.
Emerson Royale has made two complete passes. It's a good start from him. Oh, Sonny. What was that? What was that, Sonny? Oh, it's well played by Højbjerg. 1-2 done. Oh, and
I almost thought that was Harry Kane there for a second. Who played that pass right there, though, outside the foot from Højbjerg.
Lovely from Højbjerg. He's heard all the noise about the Newcastle offer.
Do we have like a new sponsor or something on that kit today? Doesn't look like the AIA, or there's some sort of crest on there.
Not sure. I haven't seen a close-up yet. Ben Davies looks inside, pressured well by Leicester. They're doing a bit of the old press early doors. Højbjerg looks inside. Harry Kane gets dispossessed. But Bentancur can break. Oh, go on, Bentancur.
Drive low. Oh, he's got life.
Emerson crosses in.
Give me that.
Best you can hope for. Best you can hope for.
Took the words out of my mouth. Love it, show. Yeah, see, okay, so it's a different AIA. It's a different sort of AIA. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, interesting. Good spot. How did you see that? Well, there wasn't even a close-up. Did you just see that from like you were expecting more red from the long view?
Like if there's an American TV show called Psych, maybe I had like a moment, where I just had that.
I can hear you, mate. Can't see you though. Oh, I can see you now. Perfect.
Pressure moon boots.
Go on, Cess.
He can't hold his hands up. He's saying, just put it into me. What is that? Exactly. This is the composure we're talking about. Jesus Christ, that's shocking.
That's a good ball from Ben Davies. And there's Eric Dyer. Oh, he looks in. Oh, what's that?
Romero and Moon Boots combining in the box.
This is better. This is what I want to see, though, for better than last week. We're taking the initiative from minute one to go out.
Oh, lovely.
I'll let it go out for a corner.
Yeah. Bentancur, look at the way he just plucks that down.
Oh, what a touch.
Beautiful. It's like super glues on his boots.
This is a much better start. Much better start.
Come on. Emerson in the middle of the back tree. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Get out of there. Go out to the right.
He's got 100% pass completion so far. So,
he's a stat patter, believe me. He's a stat patter. He's
Romero playing right wing back and Emerson the right side of a tree. It looks like that.
No, I think that's just the shape
moment
after the corner kick. And that's
it is. They're swapping now. Go on, Emerson.
Bentancur, good ball. Emerson, go on, Emo.
Drive.
There's Lucas Moura. Lucas Moura pulls it back. Oh, he does well. Højbjerg, too many touches.
Oh, Højbjerg. Love it.
Good ball.
It's a good ball to Sonny.
Oh, lucky.
Oh, play him.
That's better.
Play him.
He didn't want to play it. He didn't want to play Emerson, did he?
No. No, it's cool.
Even in the box.
This is good start by Tottenham Hotspur. Kane.
Oh, it's fantastic. Look at the back post.
It's a ball in.
Come on. That was a handball, wasn't it?
Oh,
well done, Romero. Oh, referee.
That's criminal. There should be an offence for blowing up for that.
Look at, he looks like he's just come out of school.
What a start by Tottenham Hotspur, though, lads. This is much better than what we've seen against Brentford and Brighton. And this is what I'm saying. It's down to handball. That's handball all day long. That's a penalty. Where's VAR?
I think it hits him there, Is that handball? Does it have to be below the shirt now?
Oh, yeah, below the jersey line. Yeah, stupid. Yeah. One half your arm is handball and the other half isn't. I mean, mark that one out. Well done, Romero. This is what I want to see from Tottenham, though. Lovely, quick interchanging pass and movement off the ball. Oh, Cess.
Well done, Cess. Good strength, Cess.
Sonny well held up.
Oh, he's
Davies.
Pressure.
Højbjerg to Dyer. Back to the Reese. At least it's not 10 touches. It's progress. To Davies. Davies, lovely ball into Højbjerg. Get your head up. To Session. This is good progressive football. Session to Sonny. Sonny takes it inside. Loses it. That's more like it. Come on, that's more like it. Jeez. This is a much better start. I'm happy with this. 5 minutes in. Anyone else happy with it? No?
Oh, I'm happy with the start, yeah. What was your reaction, Dave, when you heard the team sheet on We Are Tottenham?
I'll be honest with you, I was very surprised Lucas came in, but I could understand it. I was saying on We Are Tottenham TV that...
Oh, what a tackle.
Oh, I was saying on We Are Tottenham TV, Sean, that, look, to be fair, before Kulu came in and before Lucas went shit against Leicester, he actually did have that sort of link up with Emerson at the time. And I was thinking maybe that's what he was resorting to because, look, Kulu and Emerson just weren't linking up. It wasn't.
They haven't gelled, have they? Yeah.
That's not down to Kulusevski whatsoever. I mean, that's purely down to Emerson. But I do think maybe the thinking behind it is that they could have some sort of partnership. But even if they couldn't, Lucas is more inclined to get on the ball and run at his man and beat him and make something happen than than Kulusevski. And I think maybe that was the thinking behind it.
Yeah, makes sense. You can't change Emerson, so you have to find the synergies elsewhere, I guess, right? And Kulusevski hasn't played well the last 2 games, so sometimes it's nice to be able to drop a player that to show everybody else you're not undroppable.
Yeah,
it's a good start from Tottenham. It's a lot of a lot of pressing on both sides.
Do you agree with me now, Shawnee, that it was their mentality the last couple of games?
No, I'm not going a second, mate. Let's just wait and see what happens, shall we? It's a bit early, mate.
Different stuff compared to where you started the last couple of games compared to this game, though.
Yeah, but Leicester are leaving a lot of space, doing a lot of prep. It's a good ball from Leicester. It's a good ball.
Oh no!
He gets turned inside.
Wow.
Perez, was that Perez?
Side netting. Perez turns Emerson inside out, gets a shot off, and it hits the side netting. It's a goal kick. What's Perez crying about? Get back and do it. Actually, no, stay there and complain. That's too slow from Emerson. He could see that ball coming from 20 minutes away. I mean, he's already on the run, and the ball still beats him in behind.
Is it a corner? Yeah, it was a corner.
It is a corner. Comes off Romero, but he doesn't give it, though, does he? No, he doesn't. Good refereeing that.
Good refereeing.
Great refereeing.
Højbjerg looks long. Højbjerg looks busy today.
Who said Højbjerg can't pass? Look at that. Right?
Go on, Emerson.
Go on, Kane.
Looks inside to Kane.
Sonny.
Good ball! Oh, it's a little bit too long.
That's better. Come on, that's a lot better. We're going for it.
A bit too much hair gel on it.
Bit of the oil slick.
That's beautiful. And he's on onside as well, just a small bit much on it, but that's lovely. Skins off the hairspray on his boots.
Oh, look at the tackling.
Oh, that's
Ben Davies started well with his. Ben Davies has got his press and his little fucking jink from behind.
And everybody, I did say it on the pre-match build-up. If you're looking at Tottenham and jerseys and you're like, there's a bit more, too much red in there. It is actually for a good cause. So it's for a Make-A-Wish over in Singapore and Asian countries and stuff like that through AIA. So that's why there's a bit more red on the jersey promoting that. Just a bit of background to it.
Yeah.
Emerson to Big H.
Oh,
poor pass.
H.
Oh, well
done. What on Lucas Moura?
That's why he's there.
Oh, he's done it well. Well done.
It's all over the place. He loves it. Whose free kick is that? That Leicester free kick. G, you weren't lying when you said this guy was a big boy. You were saying earlier on the referee is a big boy and he's too slow, and that's why he blows the whistle all the time.
Phil Mitchell.
Yeah.
He's a big boy, isn't he? Yeah, Jesus.
He's carrying a bit of weight for a Premier League referee. He's supposed to be getting up and back and forth, isn't he?
They still got to pass all their fitness tests and things, haven't they?
Oh, I don't know how he's passing it, lad. I wouldn't pass one, and I'm skinnier than him.
He's a big boy, yeah.
Davies to Romero. Romero just holding it up, inviting him out. Lovely.
Oh, a lot of space. A lot of space.
Højbjerg running through the midfield.
Oh,
Finds Harry Kane.
What a
Harry
dime.
Kane.
Oh, it's a terrible pass, Harry.
Take your time, Harry. Take your time. You don't need to make that hard on yourself. Don't need to make that hard on yourself.
The outside of the right foot. He's got to trust his left there. He's got to trust it. Good play. Davies on the
I'm liking Ben Davies thus far. I think Ben Davies had a really good start.
Lovely. Take that touch.
Harry.
Oh,
go on, Lucas.
Get through that gap, Harry.
Keep going, Lucas. Keep going.
Schmeichel with a bit of distribution. Oh,
no.
They're 2-on-1 here.
Get back, Højbjerg. Yes, Bentancur.
On Bentancur. See, he's 10 minutes behind the play. Blows the whistle.
Ref.
He's
He's going to get a yellow card for that, is he?
No
He's a
way.
big fella. He's a big boy.
Look at the movies on him.
He's got to wear one of those like wetsuits underneath to keep everything tucked in.
He's got his moves, man boobs.
His Spanx. He's got his man Spanx on.
That is a foul, though, to be fair. That is a foul by Ben.
Could have been a yellow card as well,
It's a good one to take, though. It's a good one to take. Højbjerg was struggling to get back.
It's going to be an interesting game, this.
Reece wants one in front of the ball. One man more.
Sonny's like, why me?
Yeah.
If you're going to pile drive it, I don't want it in the face.
In fact, they should make Dyer do it as punishment for what he done against Brighton.
Ball back post.
Well done, Benson.
If they give that as handball, not the other one, I'll go mad. But they're looking for it. Could be a VAR decision to be had here.
He's Mendy.
Look at the referee. He's just trunching around there in the middle. Was he out last night?
Castagna to Sumer. All Brighton.
It's a good pass.
Iheanacho.
Yeah, this is their first
Mendy.
good spell possession.
Oh,
I feel like.
Well done.
Oh, that's collected. That's calm and collected, that.
Bit of better distribution, please.
Oh, that's good. That's pin perfect.
Now move. Move for him.
Who's
Play
running
it. Play it. He's on the shoulder. Oh.
Session on the ball. Give it to
Lovely
Harry
Sess.
Kane now.
Play it. Get rid of it.
Oh, Harry.
No, but that ball from Session has to be quicker. He's standing there for 10 minutes asking for it. He waits till he scores down to give it to him. That's shocking by Session. It's got to be quicker. That's twice he's done that. Pissing me off.
Be the first one there.
Someone's got to be there.
Oh, yes, Romero. Oh, Benson call that
Emerson.
was.
Lovely.
That's a free kick. No. Soyuncu coming out with it. He's clearing it. Emerson or Leicester now looking to counter-attack. Can Dyer get across and snuff that out?
Lookman is having a good game against Romero so far.
Oh, good touch, Højbjerg. Yeah, he is actually, to be fair.
Lookman playing?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Not, is he?
Yeah,
No,
I think
he's
that's
not.
Ademola Lookman. Out wide.
No, it's
no, that's Patson Daka. No, sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Kane,
Sorry. That's Patson Daka and Iheanacho. Sorry.
Kane has started off slow. He's getting into right positions, but his distribution's not there yet.
It feels like Patson Daka is almost playing out left. Maybe that's why I thought it was Lookman, because he's almost playing out left by the looks of it at times.
If I was Leicester manager, I'd be instructing the two of them to get down the Tottenham side of the tree, especially when they're counter-attacking, because that's where the space is. You're right, Jack. They are going out wider.
Moondog with a super chat saying,
"Oh, Jesus!"
Fat.
What's
turned
he
across
saying?
by Sume. Rid of it!
No,
rid of it!
Oh, off the post.
Ian Patson Daka off the post from a shot by the edge of the box. That's poor defending by Tottenham Hotspur. Sorry, Jack. What was Moondog saying?
Just saying, I can't talk because I'm fat, but that ref has ate all the pies in the tray.
You know, they usually say leave out one mince pie for Santa at Christmas. He left out the box by the look of it. Big up, Moondog.
In terms of the pie of blame, Moondog, he's ate the whole thing. That's what I would say in terms of the pie of blame.
Wake up, Tottenham!
Big up, Moondog.
Sumer's having all sorts of luck down the right hand side as well.
King
There he
Hoddle
is
said
again.
stop BBC Radio London on with simultaneously with the Irish Hotspur. Big up, King Hoddle. Ribsy's in the building as well. Good to see you, Sue Smith, Brandon, Sebastian, Mike Ring, or Mark Ring, Mark Hammerlock, Rowan Kumar, big up, Dara, everybody, absolute legends. Everybody, be so kind to smash that like button. Tottenham have started off well, but Leicester have produced the best opportunity so far hitting the post. That's poor defending by Ben Davies. Romero, that's poor defending as well, and it's a good shot by Daka.
This is such an open game. High scoring. It's always high scoring, this fixture.
It's a Leicester free kick here. It's in a good position. It's very similar to where Brentford caused us problems last week. It looks like it's Mark Albright standing over it.
Is that Højbjerg pushing? No, it's Ben Davies. Yeah, that's what I thought. Ben Davies
trying to push him outside.
Physical. I love it.
Just keep the line here. Got to keep the line. That's it, Ben Davies. Keep pushing him outside. He's off.
Ben!
It's a great, what a corner. Oh, what a free kick, though.
Yeah, it was a good delivery. Mark Albrighton has serious deliveries, even from crosses. We got to close him down when we can. We can't keep giving away cheap free kicks like that. He's a good crosser of the ball. It's a lovely one, too, by Leicester down Tottenham's left hand side.
Come on now, Tottenham.
See, that's why Højbjerg's in the team. Just wins the ball back like that.
Ben Davies! What are you doing? Ben Davies! No! Oh, what a saving tackle, Romero!
Ben Davies. I mean, oh my God, that's kindergarten stuff. Leicester with a massive opportunity. Ben Davies.
Oh, he's just slipped.
Because he's not expecting the ball. It's a good
What
ball.
an unbelievable defensive clearance from Romero.
Because he's not on his toes. This is the basics of football. You're on your toes. You're ready to receive the ball. He got caught cold. Fucking hell. Wake up. Champions League is on the line. This is why we need to improve on him in the summer.
Go, Lucas! Ref!
No.
Ref!
No.
Props to Romero then. That was an absolute Champions League winning tackle.
Exactly. That's the caliber of the two players. We brought Romero from a team that's playing the Champions League, and we brought Ben Davies from was it Swansea? Swansea. So I mean, it's the caliber of the players. Or was it Burnley? One of the Swansea, yeah. Trippier came from Burnley, didn't he? That's poor defending. It's just stupid mistakes like that you just don't need.
Picture my dad now. My dad is not the biggest Ben Davies fan at all. You could probably call him the least Ben Davies fan. I can picture him right now punching the couch in his apartment.
He's going down to the local electric store to get a new telly.
Look at those socks. I kind of like them. I'm not going to lie.
Not for me now. I wouldn't be seen then. I wouldn't play for a team if they had them color socks. Just too out there for me. I'm just plain.
Electric pink. I like it.
Very vibrant, all right. That was a handball, my son. But you got away with it. I'll take that. Eye for an eye, really. Lovely.
It was a handball, yeah.
It would have been.
That was ages. That was about 10 minutes ago, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That wasn't just now, was it? Okay, no, good.
Oh. Come on, get this idiot up off the pitch. What's he crying for? It's about 20 minutes down there now. Just trying to slow the game down on purpose.
I'll tell you what, boys. After a solid first 6-7 minutes, they've had a much better second spell, haven't they? The last 10 minutes have been all Leicester.
We've traded the 10 minutes. It feels like, yeah.
Big up Dan Davenport as well. He said he just wants to make sure we know he's there. And Ryan King Hoddle, Harrison Brownie as well. It's another Leicester free kick. Who's this? All Brighton on delivery again. This one will be on the money.
Well done, Emerson.
Oh, good. Big up the right.
He is good in the air, Emerson. You got to.
He's actually done all right today, to be fair, so far in the opening 18 minutes, apart from getting skinned by Perez.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Samare with the ball in.
I don't like this. We got to get the ball again. Conte telling the players to get up. Look at them, screaming at them, push up.
Yeah, I agree with what Sean said, though. I feel like we've traded 10 minutes here. I feel like we had a good opening spell. Now they've, inserted their kind of influence on the game.
That's it. Now we're pushing up. Make Casper go along. Emerson's got to expect that. That's twice. That's actually similar to what Brighton and Brentford were doing. Just putting it into more or less in front of the fullbacks every time as an out ball. Well done, Dyer. Session on the ball now. Davies.
Come on, get a bit of time.
Højbjerg.
What are you doing? Where are you going with the ball? Emerson! I mean, okay, you got the...
I don't mind that,
If he loses... Look at Fatty. If he loses one of those... like the ball to any one of those four players...
lovely.
He's done well, actually. He's done well. Yeah,
nowhere near losing that, lad.
I'll take it back.
He's taking his time there. Certainly.
But this is what I'm talking about, though. Rather than just passing it into trouble, take responsibility and beat somebody.
Yeah, fair. It opens the game up more.
Bento. Benton Court, awful pass. What the fuck is that? Get the ball down. Harry Kane, get the ball down. Well done, Lucas. Ref!
Benton Court. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're a bit Samara. Is his name Sumair or Sumare? Samare, is it?
I don't know.
Oh, here we go. It's Ben Davies.
Sonny.
Chance for Lucas Moura. What a challenge.
Oh, it's Lucas Moura. I thought that was Emerson going for a 30-yarder. It's like you can't even pass.
Well done, Romero. Got to be there, Emerson. Here we go.
Stuck,
Lovely, Romero.
Body checks and bodied.
Oh, ref! Referee!
Well done.
Don't touch moon boots. Not allowed to
Daka.
touch moon boots, ref.
Patson Daka, how dare you?
The audacity.
Look at the size of that
Sir,
man.
only Spurs fans can assault moon
Amate.
boots. You're not allowed to assault moon boots there. You're not allowed to assault moon boots there.
Oh, that was Kane he assaulted.
Oh, that was Harry Kane. That was Kane. I thought that was moon boots on the ball there.
They wear the same boots. They really shouldn't be because one's 10 times better than the other on the ball. But in fact, if I was Harry Kane, I'd change my boots just because of that. Fucking put in a good delivery here.
William Kelly saying Emerson Royal has a shepherd's pie on his head.
Oh, good delivery.
Harry Kane!
Oh,
Ben Davies!
Unlucky Ben. William, how did the Celtic Rangers game go earlier, man? I haven't even got time to check the score. Let me know how
it was 1-1, wasn't it?
The old firm.
I think it was 1-1. It was 1-1 last time I checked. Last time I checked, it was 1-0.
Celtic. Let's get a good corner in here now. Sonny over here at the corner. Let's get a Moon. Do you know what? Let's get a Dyer goal for Moondog.
Yeah, chip away at that betting deficit that he's got.
Yeah.
£5 a week for the last 12 years. Harry Kane!
From a corner as well.
Oh, we never score from corner kicks. What a delivery by Son. Saying Kane just gets down low enough. Bullet header into the bottom corner. Leads Leicester with no choice. And he's also got a fresh haircut today. Make that 19 goals in 18 games versus the Foxes.
Oh, yes.
He loves hunting the Foxes. Come on, H. Come on. Up for us on.
Clinical. So
Come on!
Come on. Just get fucking behind
so
the
clinical as
team.
well. That's exactly,
That's
exactly, Dave. That's exactly what we were looking for with stats with Jack as well, because we were looking for that sort of goal against the run of play from Harry Kane. That's what we want, is that player that can step up, Dave. That player that can, when maybe times are getting a bit tough, he just steps up with a goal when you need it most. And it's exactly what Kane has done there.
Oh, it's exactly what he's done there. It's all we needed. Top four, come on.
That's what you need your leaders to do, though. That's when you need your best players to do, though, especially when maybe you're not having a good, spell of 10 minutes like Sean was talking about. You need players like Kane to pull off something like that.
No, 100%.
I thought that was moon boots.
Confidence. I keep thinking he's moon boots. I hate how they wear the same boots. I
thought it was moon boots. I was like, we were just talking about Moondog's betting debt. Come on.
I'd say Moondog's down in the hardware store with your outlet getting a new TV, Sean. He thought it was Dyer as well. But honestly, this is what I've been saying to people. I thought it's not down to formations, this, that, and the other. It's just down to the players' effort the last couple of games. But look, anyone that's called out Harry Kane should be ashamed of yourself. Should be ashamed of yourself. The guy's a leader. I asked for a leader to step up today. Guess who stepped up? The man I defend the most. Come on! Woo!
And was that's another...
But I did.
Dark Sun G saying this goal is huge. We need more goals from corners. That's exactly what I said, Dark Sun G, right after the celebration. I was like, a goal from a corner as well. We never get goals from corners. Never get goals.
Chance for another one. Chance for another one right here, boys.
Let's make it two. Come on, let's get Dyer on it.
Let's not get too greedy, eh?
No, let's take. Look, Sean, let's take all the cookies. Referee, he may as well.
Grab another.
Oh,
sir!
No. Sonny pulled up and injured. Oh, what went on there?
Sir!
I thought Sonny pulled up and hurt himself then.
Yeah, sorry, I thought he pulled his hamstring. Is that
Luke? Is that Thomas on the little
Luke
kid?
Thomas, yeah.
He looks like he's about 17, doesn't he? He's a good player, but he looks like he's 17.
Yeah.
Who's he having a fight with? You're picking the wrong person to have a fight with if you're going to go after Bentoncourt. Don't do that.
Davies, that's the one. Come on, let's get Dyer on this. He's ready to break free from Sion-Chu.
Lucas Moura.
Whip it in.
Chance! Oh, chance! No!
Penalty. They're looking for a penalty. Or pass back. No, pass back is what they're looking for. They won't get that.
Careful. Time it, Hoyge. Oh, well done, Hoyge.
He's had a very good open 25 minutes. He's been so good.
He's been so good.
Ellie's falling out now. Look at that for switching.
If Ellie and I were manager, they would say, how much is Højbjerg worth to you? And they would probably just say,
it's another ball.
$200 million and he's yours. He's spraying them today. I mean, he's pulling out the garden hose today, Højbjerg, with some of these passes. He's just spraying them everywhere.
I'm a huge Højbjerg fan, and I actually get away with supporting Højbjerg, but you and Ellie get called out for it the whole time.
He's done it again!
Stuck in as well. He's just getting stuck in.
What a challenge! What a challenge!
Just reads him. Just reads him like you've read his whole biography there. You've read his whole life story on that, John.
It was like Mendy's tries to do 5 step overs, and Højbjerg goes, "I'm not going to go left or right. I'm just going to stand where I am and put my foot in the way of the ball. Thanks very much. See you tomorrow."
He read his whole life story there. I mean, it's just
that looks good. We're back inside top 4 by a point. Back inside top 4 by a point.
Oh, rising like a phoenix.
To Kane.
One more. Oh,
what I will say, though, is what a start by Tottenham Hotspur for the 25 minutes. Look, all I'm going to say is you look back to the Brentford-Brighton game. Look how quick we've moved the ball. Look how quick we are to close them down. And look at the runners we're having off the ball compared to the last couple of games. It's a huge improvement this first 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Adrian Chia saying, Class A Kane. Come on, you Spurs. Finally a goal. Big up, Adrian. Good to always
Before that moment, though, before that header, I'd probably say Harry Kane's, dare I say it, the weakest of the Tottenham players. He's had 3 or 4 touches. All of them have been pretty poor.
But Sean,
all it takes is one moment.
Against the run of play, just step up. Just step up when you need them most.
Players do, though. They can be poor for 10 minutes and then they step up and do this. They have more moments.
Exactly.
That's what world-class players do. That's why we have them. That's why I've always maintained. I don't want to see him drop for Bergwijn for a bit of pace. Don't want to see him, sold this, that, and the other because he doesn't love Tottenham. Anyone's going to step up. Now let's get Simeone.
They're just rising.
I'd love to get
rising like dolphins out of the water.
Oh, what a
it's
ball.
too good. It's too good.
Oh, he's on.
He's on. I think that's off. I think that'll be offside at the end of the play.
There's someone back close keeping him. I think it was whoever was running with Lucas. Whoever was running with Lucas kept him on there.
That's good football by Tottenham.
Oh no, he was onside. Yeah, he's well onside.
He's way on. Well, great movement.
Should have done an earlier pass.
As well.
That's a good
I like that for Lucas Moura though. Lucas Moura knows he can't compete with Soyuncu in the air, so he tries to drop off the back.
Yeah. Gets the corner. Yeah. Well spotted, lad. Come on, another set piece here. Come on, Dyer.
Whip it in, Sonny.
Oh, it's a short one.
Oh.
To Cess. To Sonny. Oh.
The poor ball.
Oh, we're mixing it up. I like that. Poor delivery.
Poor delivery. The second time was,
Well, Sonny pulling out the Deckers. So throw in to Session. We're deep in Leicester's half here. So deep, they don't even know how to get out. Oh, Ben.
Ben Davies nutmegs.
Oh, nearly deflected in. Ben Davies.
What a nuts.
They're all today.
Never thought I'd see that.
We're really up for this one today, boys.
Oh.
And Davies Deckers. Oh my gosh. See you later.
Come on. Everybody in the chat, let me know what you make of this start. Are you happy with this performance so far? Who do you want to see get on the score sheet next? Let us know. But what a start it is. Come on, baby.
Still think we definitely need a second goal.
Oh,
Leicester, maybe even a third or fourth. Actually, probably need 6 goals just to really confirm the goal difference.
A second goal, they'll conserve themselves for the Roma game. They won't come chasing the game. I could not see them. At 1, they're always still in it, though, Sean. You're right. All it takes is a set piece. Ben Davies or Dyer to switch off for one moment,
Yeah, absolutely.
Got Benson Cole.
Oh, that's it.
Kick in the heels.
I love the way we're getting stuck into this.
Against a very big team. Leicester are like they've got a lot of big players. Soyuncu's a big player. Amate's a big player.
Look how high
Dackers are strong.
Højbjerg showing him the weight room as well.
Look how high we're pressing them. I'm loving that today.
Or it just feels like every time I don't even know if it's always a high press, but it just feels like every time someone picks up the ball, they don't have a lot of time on it, in a lot of situations. That's what's nice is anytime they get the ball into our half, when they pick up the ball, they're not going to have a lot of time with it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the way it should be, though, Jack. As soon as they step into your half, you should be under pressure.
You don't need to necessarily high press, but maybe, once it gets into your half, you just have to make it very difficult for them.
Yeah. You can't, like what we've seen in the last few weeks,
easy.
Too happy to just let them pass it around in the half, build the pressure, build possession and stuff like that. Whereas today, look at the line. It's a lot further up. Last week or the week before.
Those passes are a lot more dangerous.
Brighton. Cross comes in. Good ball again. Get rid of it, Sonny. Rid of it. Oh, Sonny, get rid of it!
Good.
Rid of
Come on.
it!
Someone, free kick. Højbjerg
That's
starts
Samara.
off. That's
Okay.
it. Thank you, Core. Looking for the run.
Play it. Look for Lucas Moura.
Session. Back to Davies. Davies to Hugo. Rotate out to Romero quickly. No, it does the right thing.
Samara is another very strong player, isn't
he? Into Davies. Davies, lovely ball into Sonny. Steps over.
Oh, unlucky Harry Kane.
Oh, yes?
Lucas
back there, Lucas.
Look at Emerson. Oh, it's a bit lofty.
Or Dyer out to Emerson. What a ball. Emerson's on the ball. What a touch. Holds it up very well.
Lovely. Hold it up. Don't lose it there.
Oh, no.
After you did everything right.
Get up and get back.
After you did everything right.
He did. The hardest thing to do was take that ball and get it under control, and he done all that and then gives it away.
Fabulous touch to get away from his man. Second touch, just atrocious.
To get straight back into his man.
Look, there's two things certain in life. One, Emerson will give away the ball, and two, Harry Kane will score against Leicester.
Adrian Chia saying going for a Kane hat trick. 3-0. Come on, you Spurs. Dave, you smelling the hattie?
I mean, it's hair-worthy. I mean, look, sometimes in life, Jack, you're happy with your haircut. You're happy with how things are going. But then you just stop scoring. You're like, I need a change. And a haircut can do that. And Harry Kane has got a haircut. I mean, it's shorter on top, nice shave on the sides. He's raring to play today.
Lovely.
So much space. There's so much space in the midfield here.
No need.
Seriously,
no need.
That's Moon Boots-esque.
Because Leicester are going down the width, focusing on the width, and that means we've got so much space in the centre.
Yeah. No need for that.
Look, there's 5 Tottenham players in the centre of the pitch without a single Leicester player around them. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Ripsy85 saying, nah, I'm with you, Sean. Floodgates are open. More quarter goals are coming.
I think there's going to be a lot of goals in this game. I think both teams will score. And I think there'll be lots of goals.
What if
Sean, did you go on a bet?
Game of West Ham?
I didn't have a bet, no.
I actually had a question specifically designed for you.
Harry! Oh!
Michael. Sean, I made a question specifically for you in the pre-match build-up this morning.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I had all the stats about, only one game has been goalless in 103. I had one about...
the average goals per game is 3.86.
Yeah, I had that. I had loads of stats for you on the game today for you to kind of give us your bet. So I would have won the league if you would have came on.
I definitely would have. If I was a betting man, which I am, and I had a chance to make a bet, which I didn't, I would have bet on more than 4 goals. Just got a feeling there'll be a lot.
You're just not committed like Moondog. Moondog got up extra early to put the bet on today.
Get out.
Davies. Get out. Push up. Oh, just upend him. Just body him. Well done.
Well done. Look up, look up, look up. Look for space. Find Emerson. Good ball. Oh, no.
Not that, though.
That'll do. I reckon Moondog doesn't get up and put a bet on every week. I think he's just told the betting company, here's £100. Just have a subscription bet until it comes in. Every time Tottenham are playing, just £5 on Eric Dyer, please.
It'll come in. It will come in. Last game of the season. And then he can go on a piss up once we get top 4. That'd be lovely. Leicester just settling on the ball here the last couple of minutes. All Brighton.
Love to know what the atmosphere in the
Sit him
stadium's
down,
like.
Moon Boots. Love to see it. Sit him down.
He leant in with the elbow there. Elbow to the head. Absolutely abused him.
Weight of a fridge falling on
Stupid
top
free
of you.
kicks to be given away, though, because we cannot defend them.
I'm going to turn my phone over. I'll see all these text messages pouring through because I know we're on a slight delay, probably, aren't we? So I don't want people to be texting saying things that are happening before we see them.
King Hoddle says I forgot about debt and taxes. I did, my man. When I was saying there's 2 things certain in life: Emerson giving away the ball and Kane scoring against Leicester. King Hoddle says taxes and that as well. Oh, well.
Wait a minute. Yes.
It's another long ball over the top.
Emerson again.
Come on, Lucas. That's it, Emerson. Get out there. That's it, Emerson.
Sit him down.
Fair play to Emerson. We give him a hard time for a lot of the things he does on the ball, but
he's had a good start.
He's very good in the air defensively. He heads the ball. He's probably, I think he's better. Probably, if not one of the best from corners, from free kicks, from crosses coming in towards the back post from the right to the left.
Fair,
I think he's very good.
Recently, but just a moment here. Good opportunity. Kalechi plays it wide. But
Davis need to wake up.
I feel, Sean, I agree, but I think like where like the Emerson worries really came just for like everyone was when he really started just looking awful defensively, in every way.
Yeah.
Where just, and it wasn't really like a debate, even anymore, whether he was good defensively. He was just looking, so short of confidence, defensively. And now I feel like at least this game so far, definitely showing a bit more. But as I say, commentators curse, loses the ball, but sits him down as well.
This is what I was saying.
Is that a bad position to give away a free kick there?
Yeah.
It's like a corner, isn't it?
No, it's just a corner. Never mind.
But this is what I was saying in the debate we were having yesterday, though, guys. That it's not just as simple as saying drop Emerson, because I brought this up yesterday against Brighton or against Brentford, especially. He was the only one winning headers from set pieces and stuff like that back there. So it's not just as easy as saying drop Emerson, because you drop Emerson, who's going to win the headers?
No, I agree. Like I said, I definitely.
I feel like the right-hand side,
would
be the right-hand side would be equally as targeted. If it was Bergwijn, or over there. So it'd be interesting. Sorry, Sean, I cut across you though.
No, so I just to say, if we're going to criticize him, and rightly so, for the things he does poorly, we should call out the things he does well. And one of the things he does better than most wingbacks or fullbacks do is, we had this conversation earlier on in the season in January about whether we should go and sign Lamptey and all that. And I've always said you need a bit of height in the wingbacks to help with the aerial stuff. And I think Emerson does do that very well. So
what a
ball!
Out there.
What a ball!
What a pass!
Yeah, credit where it's due to Emerson on that one. Yeah. Get there, Cess.
Get there. Lovely.
Oh, that's nice.
Cess Young to Sonny. Sonny to Højbjerg. Nice ball out.
Højbjerg is after it today, isn't he? He's after it all.
He's stepping up today, to be fair. He wants it.
Yeah. He's watched the last couple of shows on a few channels around the community hearing that people will happily let him go to Newcastle for 35 million. He's like, oh, would you? You'll miss this then, won't you?
All right, get stuck in for me. Yes, Pierre.
Oh, well done. He held him up well there.
Slowed it down. All right, though.
Well done,
Okay. Relax.
Time.
Relax.
Win that. Well done.
Drop the first ball down.
Get on your
Lucas.
Will not blow up. That's a good tackle, Højbjerg. Let them know you're there. Look at that, one short. He doesn't even care about shorts. One leg was rolled up past his jock strap there. Well done,
Cess. Good strength.
He's been better today as well defensively, to be fair.
Yeah, and he's offensive. He's moving forward in good patterns going forward.
Well done, Lucas. Where is
terrible
that
ball, Lucas? It's a terrible ball, Lucas.
Lucas, just pick up. I mean, Harry Kane wins the difficult header, and you just hit that one into no man's land. Look at where you heading that to. Flicking out wide to Emerson, you dozy.
Fuck.
I'm going to say that. I'll be back in a minute.
That was so close. Terrible first attempt, but the follow-up for Daka, whoever that is. Is it Daka?
Yeah, that is Daka.
29, yeah. He's a big guy as well, isn't he? Like quite, I know he's not actually. No, my bad.
Water break? Oh, no. I just saw a bunch of players near Brendan Rodgers. Ball in from Albrighton.
Come on, focus, Sonny. Turn and focus. Well done, Højbjerg. Get up there. Easy,
away.
Lucas.
Get it away. Yes, Hugo.
Yeah, well done, Hugo. I think they're twins. Those two guys. Ben Davies. Davies looks back towards deepest man on the pitch, apart from the keeper, Eric Dyer. Nice long ball across. So Romero brings it down with ease. Romero looks forward towards Sonny. Sonny, great touch towards Harry Kane.
Sonny.
Harry Kane looks left towards Sessignon.
Oh!
Sessignon's through! Oh! It's a good first touch, but Albrighton gets back well. clears the ball.
I don't know. I think the
off
first
the
touch
foot.
let him down a bit. I think first touch let him down a bit.
Maybe, yeah.
We'll see.
I love that
think
first
he just
touch
kind
from
of
Sonny
pops it
there.
up a bit. It's a tough pass to receive here, but
He could have maybe pulled it back inside and then hit the ball with his right.
If there wasn't a man in front of him, if he popped it up like that, I would say honestly, like it would have helped him with the finish. But
that was good. It was good link-up play by Kane and Son there to create that.
Yeah, I was gonna say excellent first time pass by Sonny. That's also again what we were doing with stats with Jack. Is like I feel like I've been seeing a lot more of that from Sonny. Kind of more link-up play, like that, more flick-ons.
Oh. Who's going to be the first to it? Well done, Sonny. Could have easily stood there and ball watched. Emerson quicker. Højbjerg. What a ball! What a ball!
Oh, it's delicious.
Oh, well held up, Harry.
Get a corner, Harry. Oh, he's done well. Romero.
Skin him. Skin him.
He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know what to do.
Emerson, Bentancur. Give it to Højbjerg or Davies.
One more to Cess. I'd love it if Cess could
take
a man
Cess.
on.
Oh,
no!
Oh my god!
Oh no!
Oh my god!
It's okay. It's worked out. Okay. What the hell was that, Davies?
Oh,
Romero!
He won that first.
That's a say. That's fine. Yes. Bury it, sir.
Oh, we were too slow then, guys.
He won that
Everyone
first.
was expecting the ref to blow his whistle, and he didn't.
Yeah.
Everyone was watching it.
Go
on, Harry.
Oh!
Is he injured?
The audacity. That should be a penalty. Romero won that first, and he took him out.
I thought this was originally a shocking ball, but actually it was a fantastic ball.
That's a penalty. They took him out. They stopped him from getting onto it. Probably playing
Harry Kane. Lucas Moura wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, he wasn't. Like, why didn't he even hit?
Should have been.
It felt like he didn't even shoot that though first time. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Oh, Harry Kane
felt like he went
offside.
for a touch there. It felt like he went for a touch there, which is also just ludicrous.
I've never seen an aerial ball involving a goalkeeper that was that much collision and it not be given a free kick.
Yeah, or he hasn't claimed it.
Well, I think it was so clearly won, by Romero there. So I think that's probably why they were just kind of like.
Yeah.
I'd be looking at a penalty there. He took him out after he's won it. If that was the other way around, usually the keeper would get a free kick. So how is that not a penalty? Look at Conte.
Yeah, I think Conte is. Yeah.
Cess has just thrown Albrighton.
Well, give us a
lovely.
Back to you. 2 minutes left to half time. Let's get this into half time.
This half has flown by.
Yeah, it has actually. Look, Sean, time flies by when you're having fun, man.
Yeah, always.
It's a bit more nervy now, though.
It is.
On Højbjerg.
Oh, that's too easy. Well done, Højbjerg. Guys, the general is.
Hugo, maybe come out.
Whatever the general.
Well done, Romero.
Oh, risky.
That's it. Now let's move.
Hugo needs to come out there. Yeah. Hugo needs to come out there.
Davies just floated into
Look at Harry Kane.
Oh, lovely turn.
You should have
played Lucas.
Moura. Play Lucas in.
And Emerson was running behind him as well.
That's the second time he's opted to not go for Lucas.
Wanted to play his friend Sonny.
Well on Romero.
Let's go.
Come on, drive, Lucas. Drive,
Lucas.
What you can do.
Just go. You have oh, what is that? He's too slow.
What is that?
Just drive. Do it.
He's actually
do what Lucas does. Just do what Lucas does. Like, just drive like a maniac there.
He just stopped running.
He's been shit today, Lucas.
Harry Kane twice has had the ball from a long ball that he's done well to protect. Could have opted to go for Lucas. Decided not to. This one just then, and the one before when he went to Sessegnon instead as well. Both times Lucas looked like the easier pass, but
he doesn't trust Lucas. Get Kulu on.
Yeah, maybe.
What a ball!
Go on, Cess.
Go on,
Davies.
get him. Go on. Get your head up.
Oh, Lucas!
That was a good ball. What play?
What a ball from Cess.
That's better. Well done, kid. That's better. Just head down. This is exactly what Lucas should have done, Jack. Head down. Just go.
This is how wingback should be playing.
What a leap by Romero. I mean, actually, that was probably why, Romero was just so clearly head and shoulders above Kasper Schmeichel there that Schmeichel had no business, going after it. So it's exactly why, it was probably played on there, Adrian, and probably have a good shot for a penalty there as well, Adrian, because he was definitely taken down and probably a bit reckless and a bit dangerous play by Schmeichel, you could even argue. But Adrian, I mean, honestly, he's probably, who knows? Maybe Romero can dunk. Who knows? Should put that as a poll in the chat.
30 seconds left till halftime. Let's see it through. It's a ball.
It's actually good. It's a good extra time question. Which players on Spurs do you think could dunk?
Jump the highest.
After that, Romero is definitely up there for sure.
Oh, Lucas definitely has the highest vertical.
Lucas has got a good hop as well. Yeah, Lucas got massive hop.
Highest vertical.
That's it. You go. Waste time now. Getting into halftime 1-0. He's gone for the long pump. Emerson on the ball.
You see, it's a weird combination today. We did the long direct ball against Villa, and we weren't using the wing backs.
Emerson tackers.
And today we're using the wing backs down the left, and we're going long.
Yeah,
it's very interesting.
Halftime.
It's halftime here. Tottenham won. One goal to the good through a Harry Kane goal. Good corner in by Sonny. Harry Kane with the header puts Tottenham 1-0 good to the good here at halftime. Absolutely buzzing, boys.
Absolutely buzzing for it. And to be fair, it kind of came, maybe during our worst spell of the game, you could even say. It was like, the 21st, 22nd minute, I think is when it happened. It was during that time when we were saying Leicester were probably, the better team during that last, 10 minutes of play. So it came right when we sort of needed it most. And it probably, kind of deflated Leicester a little bit. I feel like they're still kind of, keeping themselves in the game a bit. They're kind of putting the influence on it. They're getting some good opportunities, sort of. I don't know if they're really creating clear-cut chances, you would say, but they're getting lucky in a certain few occasions with some deflections and whatnot that have gone their way. And I would say the defense, the back three or the back five, has been sort of solid. I don't know, like the fullbacks, the wingbacks have been good. But the back three, I would say maybe not as much. Romero in the beginning, I was not really actually pleased with. I thought he was letting Patson Daka, kind of get away with a lot of link-up play. Moon Boots, I don't know, like it feels like we're having a good game, but Moon Boots isn't really doing a lot, defensively. Ben Davies has good moments defensively, has poor moments defensively. And then it's also the same thing with the back three on the ball in my eyes as well. I feel like they're kind of inconsistent. I feel like Moon Boots will play a really good pass one moment, and then he'll do what we know he can do in other moments where he just gives the ball away so unnecessarily or plays a hospital pass so unnecessarily. Yeah. And then it's the same thing with Ben Davies as well. Ben Davies will play a nice pass, and then the next moment he'll play a hospital pass into someone's feet. So a lot better. My summary, a lot better, but still maybe some performances that are not, I would say, above par in my eyes.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you, Nick. The clock is still running. Maybe we just need to put pause on the clock there. But look, everybody, as well, it is halftime. Smash that like button. We're 1-0 to the good. Smash that subscribe button if you are new. And guys, get your super chats. It's a great way to support the channel, and it really helps everything we do here. As you can see, trying to improve day in, day out, like Tottenham Hotspur. But look, Jack, for me on this game, look, it's not over. By no means should we be getting carried away with ourselves. There is still that moment. We still look vulnerable to the ball over the top with their pacing behind. Ben Davies is concerning me. Dyer is concerning me. And Lucas Moura as well. For me, I would take off Lucas Moura and get Kulu on. I'll be having a stern word with Ben Davies and Dyer. I mean, there's not much there or there you can do in terms of personnel changes or that. But this game isn't over. I think, look, this game could very easily go in Spurs' favours and we pick them off, have a very good half, win 2 or 3-0. Or we could very easily be cagey and end up conceding one. We've got to come out here with the same mentality we had in the first half and go for the game. My biggest concern is now that they come out and play like they started off against Brighton and Brentford, nervous, scared, because we're in top 4 now. They'll be aware of that. So now, this is what I've been saying over the last few, the last couple of days. And this is why I said it. For me, I didn't think it was a formation problem. I just thought it was down to the players' effort, desire, and mentality. You look how we started today compared to Brentford. Complete contrast. Complete contrast. Why couldn't they do that in them sort of games? It really annoys me. But now, today, look, I've asked for players to stand up, step up, be counted. Show us how much top 4 means to you. Stop talking in the press and deliver a performance. First half, it's been okay. Now, let's put a 90 minutes together and go out and make sure we take care of business in the second half. Very interesting to see what mentality we come out with now in the second half. Sean, what's your thoughts, man?
Yeah, I tend to agree with everything you guys have said. I was listening when I was just downstairs getting some ice. But I do think that Look, I said before the game, I think that that's the way I said to Jack. I'm not sure if you were quite on at the time, Dave, but I said I think that the formation that we've got looks more likely we're going to see us play down the left if we are going to try and build plays or go through the middle. And what I find interesting, we are going down the left, but what I also find interesting is that we seem to be, putting these long balls into Harry Kane again, kind of like what we were doing at the Aston Villa thing, and it's working well. Him and Sonny are partnering up quite nicely. And I think that, overall, I agree with you. I think Lucas Moura hasn't taken his opportunity, which is a shame. And I think that I don't think you need to sub him immediately necessarily, but I think the 60th minute, whatever if the game is still 1-0 or whatever happens, I think you still probably bring on Kulu. I think the game is open enough. Leicester haven't exactly tried to suffocate the midfield, and so as a consequence of that, I think that the game is calling out for Kulu to be able to get up there and combine with Kane. Yeah, I think the game would suit him, and Kane clearly doesn't seem to want to trust or throw the ball down to down the right hand side. I think, but whether that's a direct tactic, go down the left, like I said, or whether it's just that Kane gets the ball and he could have chosen to give to Lucas a couple of times, decided not to. Interesting. I don't know why. Maybe there's a lack of trust there, but I think Emerson's played okay, which is nice to see. I think he's probably been the better of all of the not the better actually. I think Sessegnon's. Well, actually, I don't even know about that because I think Sessegnon's been pretty busy. I like the fact that Sessegnon
he's doing more going forward. Yeah,
he's doing a lot more going forward, but that seems like it's by design. And Emerson's job today is just to kind of tidy things up at the back, and he sits back from the corners and that sort of stuff. So maybe it's just a tactical thing to say to Emerson, "Don't worry about it. We're going to go down the left or down the middle today." And you just make sure that you're tidy in the corners and defensively. I take your point as well. I think Ben Davies started the game well, but he slipped a couple of times and he looks a bit vulnerable. So I'd like to see a more consistent, better second half. But I think overall we're the better team, But it's a close one. It could go either way, and I think there's more goals in the game.
Yeah. I don't know. I might use the super chat here from PSS saying Mora has been so bad. Bring on Kulu or Stevie. I might weirdly disagree with you guys because I feel like I don't think Lucas is having a good game, but I feel like what maybe has helped us have a more dynamic start has been actually maybe that injection of pace, maybe that Lucas is bringing, where we do actually have two runners where Kulu is a bit of a runner at times for us, but he does, like to have the ball, more to feet, and he does a lot better with the ball to feet than Lucas does. But what if we brought on Stevie, like PSS is saying here? He's also saying bring on Kulu, but I would say you could bring on Stevie, maybe put him on the right. I know he doesn't operate as well there, but I feel like what's maybe helping us a lot is that threat of pace that Lucas has been bringing in behind. And I think Stevie would bring the same sort of threat and maybe would just be a bit better actually on the ball and actually would be a bit more creative than the likes of Lucas. I mean, what are your guys' thoughts on that?
I definitely think you have a point
because
there,
that's
Jack.
what's been a bit different is that we have maybe two runners this time instead of I don't know because we see Kulu make runs in behind, but it's not really always as threatening. He has to like pick and time, his runs. Where Lucas and Stevie, at the end of the day, Dave, they can just make a run anytime they want, and they probably, could maybe get there, with any sort of pass. So I think that's what maybe they're offering, even though I know that's not exceptional or anything in any way. Like it's not, anything to do with talent, but I think it's actually, changing things up, the way that we're attacking right now.
I think you have a point, but for me, look, if we want to go and kill this game and get a second goal, I think Kulu is your better option. Look, I'd be very surprised to see Bergwijn come on ahead of Kulusevski because he's not coming off the bench first, which I think he should have. And if anyone had a case to start today, it was Bergwijn because of his 2 goals, his heroics against Leicester back in January. But I do think this game will suit Kulu more. I think if you had that extra person who's just that bit better on the ball, I think you'd see us create a few more chances in that aspect. I get it. Lucas has pace. He's busy. He's working back hard. But going forward, it's just not working. It's just not working. Whereas if you have Kulu,
I agree.
I think you see that better link-up play. Yes, you probably lose that bit of direct running in behind, which is helping us. It is freeing up space for Harry Kane. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, it's just getting more grass. Yeah, more grass, in front of us, I think. Yeah.
For me, I've always said this. Technical ability over pace all day long for me.
I agree.
Ability wins you games.
I never disagree with that, Dave. But maybe that's why we're just seeing things a bit differently this, time around. With the attack, is just because sometimes a bit of injection of pace sometimes just changes the dynamic. Is
Yeah.
maybe all I guess I'm trying to go for. But
No,
I agree with you. Where Lucas has let us down has been in moments when we're trying to keep possession. Has been in moments when we're just trying to get a grip of the game, and he's let us down entirely. And also even when he's gotten the ball in good positions, has let us down. Where
well,
Kulu, we know if he was in those positions, would do a lot better with it. So it is, I can't argue with that.
as well, it wouldn't send out a good message to Kulu either. He's kind of like being dropped and put to the side for no reason at all. Even though he's been a massive part of why we've been in this position.
Well, I like your rationale for why he was, mate. I feel like it made a lot of sense what you said, that the relationship between Kulu and Doherty was quick to form, lots of synergies, lots of benefits, and the value adds across the team. Didn't happen between Kulu and Emerson as quickly. And so if it's not working, change something, but you can't change Emerson in Conte's mind because he's the only recognised right wing back that we have. So maybe try something else. I don't think it's worked. Personally, I don't agree with Jack. I think that Lucas has had a poor. I'm not sure if you're saying he's had a good game or not. Poor game, yeah. Okay, fine. So we agree on that.
I just think he's changing, the game just with those runs that he's making.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. It's not always easy to identify those things, is it? Whether or not, how much more time has Kane got because Lucas is making the darts off the ball and stuff. Yeah, it's a good point.
Right.
But yeah,
TSS,
of the two of them,
I would say.
Sorry, mate. Yeah. Cool.
But I would say bring on one of them because Lucas Moura has just been poor. And I think that's what we're all in unanimous agreement, about. Dark Sun Jeep saying, wow, Blues 0-0 with Everton. That was unexpected.
I've just checked in. Everton fans are bouncing around the place, and the players are going on like they've already won it.
Second half, I hope Everton win 2-0 for lull moments. I don't know if I'm really rooting for Chelsea here, but I just can't. I can't let Fat Frank, get a result here. I do want to. It's so sad because I don't want to see Everton go down, but I want to see Fat Frank go down. It's a conflict of interest. Dark Sun G. It's a big conflict of interest that I go through every day. I want to see Frank
Everton need to win, right? If Everton are 6 points behind the 17th Burnley, I think it is, and they've got 2 games. They've got 2 games in hand over them, but they're 6 points behind. So even if they win both their games in hand, one of them obviously is right now, then they're still only on the same. They'll still be in 18th spot. So it's looking bleak for Everton, isn't it?
Yeah,
looking really bleak for them.
And if Everton win, it means it'll put us 6 points behind Chelsea with 4 games to go. I mean, who knows?
The only other thing is though that
Everton have place talk. I never get.
But Everton have still got to play Arsenal, right? And so we'd probably like Everton to still be within a chance of staying up on the final game of the season, so that they can. Otherwise, they'll just be crestfallen, and Arsenal will walk all over them.
Yeah.
Adrian Chia also saying, anyone feel that Moura is limping a little?
I saw that. Yeah, I noticed that a little bit.
Taken off. I just think he needs to be taken off. That's what I would just simply say. Just hasn't been good enough.
Leap your way to the bench at halftime. That'd be nice.
I'm gonna get some stats up. Focus score.
Look, the guy's been poor. Look, this is what I've been talking about for ages. I mean, look, Conte's made a change today, but the guy hasn't added anything to the team. He just hasn't added a thing yet. And this is what we need to see. Like, if players do get to call upon or do get the moments off the bench, you've got to have an impact. You've got to have that desire to have an impact. I'm not saying Lucas Moura doesn't have the desire, but somehow he's been poor against Leicester. Since the last time we played Leicester, he's failed to have impacts. If he does walk out this second half, he's got to find a way of getting into this game. I mean, look, there's a reason why Harry Kane keeps trying to look to go to the left. Because he knows if he plays that ball to Lucas Moura, it's 50-50 whether he gets it under control. If he plays it to Son, it's 95% he gets it under control. And Lucas, it's up to Lucas to install the confidence in the other players to give him the balls when he is making them runs. But he's got to do more with his opportunity.
Listen to these stats for Lucas Moura's first half. 21 touches, 7 out of 9 pass accuracy, 78%. He's tried 1 cross, 0 completions. He's had 5 ground duels, won none of them. He's lost the ball 9 times, and he's had 3 dribbling attempts, and none of them have been successful. The only
What's
thing
really
positive you could
shocking
say,
about that? What's
yeah,
really
sorry.
shocking about that is like most players, Sean, I feel like on this team, they usually with SofaScore stats, like what I noticed the trend is that most players finish the game with around like 8 to 10 possessions lost, you know?
Yeah,
But like the
yeah.
fact that
He's
he's
already there at
one
half time.
half, yeah, he's already there at halftime is a worry.
Ah,
That's what's worrisome.
Matt Doherty walking out there at halftime with the brace around his leg. Doesn't look like Tottenham are going to make any changes. Harry Kane coming out, getting warmed up, get ready for the half. Honestly, I'm so excited for the second half. It is going to get underway any minute now. And then we put the pressure on for Arsenal West Ham. You know, we got to get out of here with the win. But look, boys, do you think we're going to come out here and approach the game the way we did in the first half? Is that the way we have to do it to get the job done? Or do you think the nerves were kicking like against Brentford and Brighton and you see them slack off 10, 20 touches on the ball, 15 minutes to get it out from the back?
No, I don't know what will happen. I hope what will happen is we do more of the same. I just hope to see a little bit better with the pass. I'm just looking through some of the other stats. Not that I really care about stats too much, but no one's got a particularly high rating. Sonny's got the best rating on the pitch at the moment. Harry Kane's only completed 11 of 19 pass attempts, so he didn't have the best first half.
Scored. That's all that matters.
I know he scored the goal, but yeah, I just want to see us do more of this. I want to just do more of the same, but be a little bit more, mindful of where you're passing the ball. And if we can have the same energy, and as you like to say, Dave, the same mentality, then I think we should be okay. But the second goal is crucial, right? If we get the second goal, I think we go on and we can beat them 3-0, 4-0, whatever. But if they get the second goal, then it's squeaky bum time.
100%. 100%. Interestingly enough there, just quickly at halftime to let Jack go in. Just coming out onto the pitch, Bentancur and Dyer are speaking intensely to Emerson Royale about moving the ball and stuff like that. So very interesting to see what happens. I mean, Bentancur within all right, go on and speak to the guy, but Dyer, I don't know what you're doing. I mean, just look after yourself. But sorry, Jack,
That was funny, Dave. No, I actually completely agree there, Dave. I completely agree. I don't know. I mean, I think Lucas Moura, I'm a bit shocked to see that, he has maybe, stayed on. Maybe it's just that sort of rule with coaches. They just give him an extra 10, 15 minutes, hopefully, maybe just to turn things around. But I don't know, Dave. It is a bit nervy. Because the boys could come out a bit lethargic. They could come out, I don't know, just a bit, how would you say, like kind of, not really, but not with the right tendencies or, a bit nervous. Yeah. So I just feel like it could be a big worry here. If they were to come out with a punch, I think that's exactly what we would like to see, but it could get a bit nervy here, maybe in the first 15 minutes.
Oh, it's definitely going to be nervy. But look, they get paid.
I was going to say, I'm actually more proud of my summary right at the beginning of halftime. I was just going to say my summary. I just got everything off my chest, all in one go. Yeah, I got everything off my chest all in one go. I don't even know what I have. I don't even know what I have left to say, honestly, Dave. Really, to be fair, actually, I apologize.
I get them moments that you just pass out and then you just realize it's good, so you have to go back and rewatch it just to remember.
Just got everything off my chest in one go. Somehow. Usually it takes.
What's that film? What's that film with Will Ferrell where he's at the college and he does that speech to try and old school, yeah, he does that speech and like all this truth and a magical speech comes out and then he goes.
Yeah, that's definitely what it is. Jack had one of them moments.
Speech of his lifetime.
Lucas Morris pressing here, so Yunchu.
I just go into the Jacks, please. Be back in 1 second. And people, for anybody else out there that doesn't know what I mean when I say I go into the Jacks, I'm not going around to Jack's house. I'm actually just going to the toilet. Over here, we nicknamed the Jacks.
Oh, no! Giving the ball away, referee!
It's a free out, yeah, that's grand.
He's hacked him down. Yellow card, good.
I was going to say, Daniel Amarte, that other center back for them, Sean, I've always thought he was like 34, 35 years old. Like this whole time.
He looks like he's a big boy.
Yeah, he looks like he's 40. And he has like the big, beard. He just looks like, he's, born in like the 80s or something. He's like 27, apparently. Like, he's one of those free agents. Like, he's one of those, numerous free agents this summer. Yeah.
What a ball.
But good ball in. Cleared away by Amarte, speaking of. Good pass by Sonny here, and a shocking pass from Lolo. Win it back, though. Don't foul him, please.
Well done. Good pressure.
those are the moments where you don't want them to foul.
What was that, Nick?
Everton scored.
Oh, wow. Everton have scored. Holy shoot. That's insane. I want to get it up. I'm not sure if no, it's going to slow the whole thing down.
Ball out to Luke Thomas.
I think Emerson's had a good game today so far. Here he is, Amarte, the 45-year-old going on 28. Outright to Samare. Castagna. Amarte again, looking across to Soyuncu. God, their centre halves are really big boys, aren't they? Solid players.
Yeah, I think all of their centre halves are.
Perez, Shepherd out.
To be honest, these are their two worst centre halves that they have available.
But they're just like
the
big units.
Preferred pair is Fofana and Evans, which would be a much tougher test, I'll be honest.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, Fofana's just back from an injury, wasn't he? He played for this first time on Thursday.
Yeah, I think they're just not risking him at all. Makes sense.
Just quickly, guys, if there's anybody out there who hasn't smashed that subscribe button, smash it. We're far away from reaching 6,200 subscribers, so smash that subscribe button if you haven't. And also, get over and check out Spurs Talk Show on flatcapeurotalk as well. And drop a subscribe on them. Tottenham still 1-0 to the good. And look, after today, we could be talking maybe potentially catching Chelsea with 4 games to go. Could be good. We could be the new Chelsea.
Chance! Oh! Let's go,
Only
Sonny.
5 minutes have passed here, Dave. But Sessegnon.
Inside. Oh, it's a poor first touch.
No need.
Oh.
Okay, here we go.
No, Harry Kane's
There's no need for
decision
Harry
making
Kane
today has not
force
been
that.
ideal.
Yeah, no need to force that.
Oh,
here we
turn over
go!
shot, Højbjerg! Oh, no, Højbjerg!
Oh, he should have cracked
The
one.
one time he's been clumsy all game. The one time he chooses to be clumsy, Højbjerg.
Was Lucas Moura to blame there for not making the run?
Look at him as well. Højbjerg, act like you're right. He's asking for it. Do something with it. Oh my god!
If he had a better first touch, he could have cracked that with his right foot.
Could have, yeah, much better
chance to shoot. Foot, he didn't go for it. That's it, Emerson. That's it. That's what we want to see.
Yeah, I'm liking this from Emerson. He's doing
had
really
a
well.
good game today.
He really has had a good game. Yeah. Well done, Luco. What do you think of that haircut, mate? Soyuncu's haircut. We had the game yesterday. Who puts the most amount of time into their haircuts?
I mean,
I think Soyuncu looks like Joaquin Phoenix, like Joker. I think he looks like a Joker. Joaquin Phoenix.
He does actually, yeah.
For me, I think it's
especially because he had that haircut, Joaquin Phoenix. And that maybe he had that exact haircut.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, you're right.
I think Kyriakou definitely would be a fan of it. For me, now I'm not. You know me, I'm a short back and sides guy. Look, it's a poorly executed Calvin Phillips, Luke Ayling. I think he wants.
Oh, what a play!
Go on, Big H, find the ball. Oh, look at that! Look at that!
Got so much space over there.
Okay. Yes, Sess.
Look for Bento. Oh, it's too slow, Sess. Too slow.
It just takes so many
Far
touches.
too slow.
Lovely.
Why didn't you ever just turn with it there? It's like all the time in the world, boys.
Oh, what is that? No need for
so good.
there.
Oh, well done, Benson Core.
Get there, Pierre. Oh, Sonny, get there.
Stupid.
Get there.
Bravo.
When Sessegnon starts to take too long on the ball, then it's a knock-on effect. Just move it quicker. That was simple. Just straight. Bentancur, first time. Why does he have to run straight? In fact, that was Winksy-esque. Run towards him and play it 2 yards so he can get his stats up. Just do it quicker.
Yeah.
Fucking stat padding. It's not the time.
Well, I don't even know if it's that. Maybe he just doesn't trust himself.
Oh, it's definitely stat padding, lad. It's like Winks. He'll run at you and stare at you for 5 minutes, and then when he's in kissing distance, he'll pass you the football. Goal scoring opportunity.
Whoa!
Oh,
God, no.
Wow.
Oh my God, ref.
Referees absolutely fucked up there.
Oh,
well, I just think the referee ran out of breath there, so he didn't want to blow his whistle when he was trying to get up the pitch.
Get there! Yes, Eric Dyer. Referee's dropped his whistle
That's
for
a
sure.
Penalty there. That's a red card there, ref. Why are we even playing still?
He was walking out looking at his yellow card, dusting it off like he wanted to eat it coming out at halftime anyway. dickhead. How's that not a free kick and a red card? It's a goal scoring opportunity.
Well done, Romero.
Well done, Romero. Animal.
Another bad pass there from Harry Kane, mate. I know he scored you the goal, but
I think he's been.
You're a very hard man to please, you know that. Very hard man to please. You'll have one good game, Sean loves you, and then as soon as you do one bad pass,
you're dead to me.
Something to prove me.
Oh, well done. No, yeah, I love Harry Kane. Of course, I'm just saying his stats are not. I don't think he's not.
I'm still confused though. How is that not like? Is that not being looked at? Like that's what I'm also confused about. Like, is VAR is so confusing at times? Like I feel like they're allowed to look at that.
Oh, if that was United and Liverpool, that'd be given right now. They'd actually look at it for that long to try.
Was it in the box as well? Was it in the box or outside the box?
Well, we'll never know because they don't.
No, it was outside. I think it was outside the box.
If it was outside the box, maybe they're not allowed to review it. Yeah, maybe they don't review it if it's outside the box. But it could be seen as a yellow card or a red,
if it's a goal scoring opportunity.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's shocking.
Strange one.
Classic though that we don't even get a second. Oh,
well done, Emma.
Good anticipation. Oh,
get there.
Left him a little short there.
All
right, I would say 4 more minutes. Even now, honestly, take off Lucas.
Yeah.
There you go.
I would say wait till the 60th hit.
Show us that again, ref. I think he might have tripped over his own ankle, you know.
Maybe.
Moon boots.
Oh, Lord. What is that? Does Dyer think he's playing rugby? He's kicked it straight into the stands instead of down.
Why do we just keep pelting the same fan in the stands there? Like
these are just stupid mistakes.
Kulu's coming on.
Come on. Give me a ginger from Sweden. Number 21 and he plays on the wing. Give me a ginger from Sweden. Come, I don't know, I can't remember the rest now.
Number 21, his name is Kulusevski.
Let's go, Kulu. Let's get a goal here today, son.
Nice. Wow. Just as I requested it, Conte provides.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Plucks out the air. Wins a throw in. That's more like it. Straight away, impact.
Like that. Early sub. Fucking right.
Just plucks it out of the air. If that was Lucas, it would have ended back in the stand to that poor fan.
His third black eye in as many minutes. That's it. Out we go. Jimmy Carr.
Oh, yeah. No, that's not Jimmy Carr. What's his...
No,
Oh, he's hilarious. Michael McIntyre. Boom.
Michael McIntyre. Yeah, he's hilarious.
He's a Spurs fan, yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh,
what is that?
What the fuck is that? What a tackle.
Right, we got to get to these second balls here. We got to get to these second balls.
These mistakes
well done, Saz.
Keep doing the right bloody things.
That's done really well there.
This is why, though, this is why the keepers these days just need to be good on the ball. It's just, there's no excuse, I think, anymore. I think Hugo can get away with it.
People say to me, why do you get so antsy off one bad mistake? Why do you get so mad? Because I know, and I've seen in this team, one person makes a mistake, the next person will do it, till we concede. You know, and that's
makes everybody else nervy, or it makes everybody else too relaxed. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Dave.
It's just wake up.
Well done, Romero. Well done, Romero.
Wow.
It's so good. I never thought I could get a hand on over defending, but I do with him.
He gives me a semi. I wouldn't go full hard, but
no, I would. He's a good guy. Very quiet there from Spurs fans. Should be off their feet singing like we were.
They're nervous, aren't they? Oh yeah, you can't hear the atmosphere because we got the whole thing on silent. But I'm guessing it's
none of them are singing. None of their mouths are open. Just sitting there spectating.
Yeah.
Kulu or Conte.
Oh, ref.
Conte asked for them, regardless of what happens, for them to be very supportive, especially during these times. So
yeah,
he's been asking for it a few separate times. He's asked for it on a few different occasions.
He's just giving a yellow to Bentancur. How dare you foul him and make me catch up and play a yellow card for you?
Oh, that's a bit sketch. That's a bit sketch.
Romero's the opposite side of him.
Romero's furious with him.
Oh, good ball. Oh, well done, Sonny.
Oh, what a pass by Sonny.
Just go, kid. Go, knock it by him and go. Show me your confidence. The guy's about 38. He should be in a retirement home.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you can't get past Albrighton.
What is that?
Oh,
For God's sake, Jack? It's just like what we brought up after the Brentford game.
Why does he go for these weak foot passes that he never completes? Yes, Højbjerg.
Go on, Kulu.
Yes, Kulu. Come on.
no!
He beats like 4 players and then slips, but that's exactly what Lucas should have been doing. Well done,
Exactly.
Kulu. That's much better. Much better.
Exactly, Dave. It's exactly because that's what Lucas, I think, wasn't doing, is that he wasn't doing what Lucas does. You know, he wasn't driving like a madman at the defense, which is what helps us actually lots of occasions.
Now
Here we go.
This is better. Wait,
Win this.
Go on. Oh, lucky.
Pierre.
Keep the pressure on. Keep the pressure on. Endicore can't.
Come on, Pierre. Get back, lads. Get back. Get stuck.
Oh,
Get stuck.
what a tackle!
That's a free.
Ref!
Yeah.
Thank you, ref.
Well done, Benji.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Oh,
Jack, in case you were wondering, my things are they're done. The battery's done already, so I've had to put one back on charge. The AirPods.
I'll let you know. I haven't gotten. Yeah. That's
you ain't got the notification.
Maybe wrong with your battery case, or even maybe the pods themselves.
You should be like me. You should be podless.
That's what I am now. I'm going to go podless. Kulusevski had a good impact.
Do you know what, Kulu there? I just couldn't help but feel he didn't trust his right foot. You could see when he was running at the last defender, he was shaping to go on his left foot, and he knew that. And when he went to the right, he just kind of couldn't, release the peg.
Yeah.
But that's much better, though. That is much better. That's exactly what we want to see. Well on, Kulu. Emerson, play around the corner. That'll do.
Sir!
Romero, he just comes flying in. I'd pull out too.
Oh!
Oh my God, he's such an animal. Come on, Kulu. Oh, please.
What a play! What a play! Yeah! Kulu!
Come on!
Whoa! Fucking hell!
Oh, Sonny! That all started from the Romero double challenge. Oh my
Unbelievable!
God. Oh my God!
That is one of my favorite goals.
Unbelievable!
Played by Kulu, composure. But look at the double challenge from Romero. Comes flying in, not one. Look, I'm taking you two, son. Good night. Give me your laces. And then Kulu gets on the ball, just runs at them.
Look at him looking up. Look at him looking waiting.
And that's the difference, ladies and gentlemen, between Kulusevski and Lucas Moura. And that's why I always say I don't want Lucas starting.
What challenge from Romero!
Bodied him. Absolutely bodied. What a finish.
Oh, and then that pass from Kulu, and then that turn from Sonny, to let it go across his body here. To let it go across his body, it actually ruins Albright, and it actually ruins him.
Spot on.
What a finish as well.
Come on, 2-0.
Come on!
Oh, it's Hodgson. Come on!
Look at Conte.
Oh, I love the pressure cooker situation. I fucking love it.
Woo!
Oh, that's released a bit of tension now. Oh, come on, Tottenham. Make my day.
I got a full-on hard-on from Romero's challenge there, Jave. The semi turned into a full one just straight away, let you know. Okay?
I told you.
You were right.
I mean, Jack, that's right out of your handbook, lad, them 2 tackles. That's commitment. Bloody commitment.
Look at him. Look at Conte going.
Dark Sun G saying, I told you, Son loves to score on special occasions. I mean, Sonny scores so much, it seems like every day is a special occasion. Dark Sun G. Every game's a special occasion for Sonny at this stage, it feels like this season as well. I mean, Sonny's numbers are just honestly ridiculous this season. But Dark Sun G, it's exactly what we needed. That ability to let it go across his body, honestly, was class. That was absolute class.
I'm not sure what the best part was.
And also, he's been getting so many goals with his weak foot recently as well.
Oh
no, Kulu.
That's a free kick. Kane. That's
Harry.
Top. That could be red.
Harry Kane.
Oh, wow. He's completely left one on him. But why the referee's making his time up, whether he wants a Sunday roast or a pork pie for dinner, Jack, that goal, Sean, as well, that was unbelievable. Like, if you look from it, Romero, the desire and the passion to absolutely hurt somebody and win that ball, paid off. Kulu picks up the ball, and the composure he has. And look, this is why I always say I don't want to entertain Lucas Moura anymore. Look, he's done well for Tottenham. Thank you for Amsterdam. You know, and we need him towards the end of the season, but we've got to look to do better. Kulusevski's been on, 10 minutes? Look at the impact the guy's had on 2 occasions in that 10 minutes. Lucas Moura had 50. He done nothing.
They're checking for a red card on that one, you know?
That is a red card. It's over the ball. It's over the top of the ball.
It is very high.
It's got to
Very
be
high with the studs up as well. Very high with the studs up. The toe isn't also pointed down. You know, like I feel like when the toe is pointed down, you know, that's usually not as bad, right?
Yeah, true.
Because it shows he's trying to make like a decent touch, but he's trying to bring it down. But in that case, oh well, classic.
I'm absolutely buzzing for Sonny though. I wanted Kane on the score sheet.
Yellow
I also
card.
wanted Sonny too because 2 of them have gone to, you know, Son 2 games without goals.
Yeah, I'm not sure what part of that goal was the
Ball
best.
in for Harry.
Oh.
Was it Romero's challenge? Was it Kulusevski's build-up play, the way he held up the ball? Here he is again. Kulusevski!
Oh, Kulu.
Have one.
Into court! A ball!
Sean, it was a bit of everything, like all 3 of them. Even the way Kulu held his composure, Son, the timing of the run.
Well done, Lolo.
Let the ball come across his body. All 3 of them. It's an absolute magnificent goal. We'll be breaking it down Monday, Tuesday. It's a quality goal.
Yeah.
King Hoddle
You see bits of
saying
everything in it.
if Rogers was an ice cream, he'd eat himself.
Well done, Emerson Royale. Well done.
Oh, I don't want to see people on his case today after the game. He's had a good game. Or Højbjerg, he's been unbelievable.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's the difference between Romero and the other defenders we have at the club, though. Is look at the aggression and the desire to go and win one ball. But not only that, then he follows it up. He looks at the second ball. He's like, I'm going to take that too. And goes and follows it up with
if he got that wrong.
You don't see Davies or Dyer do that.
If he got that timing wrong by a split second, he's off. That was a leg breaker if he times it badly, but he doesn't time it badly. So, you know, that's the difference between a good defender and just an aggressive bad one. You know, he's composed with his aggression.
Yeah, no, 100%. How's Kane moving? Yeah, Kane's moving fine after that. Everyone asking in the chat. Cool, look at the hold-up play.
Oh! Absolutely lovely. Dime! Højbjerg!
What play by Kulusevski. I can't believe what I'm seeing from the kid.
Oh, what a dime.
I cannot believe what I'm seeing from Kulusevski. That is unbelievable football.
Right-footed ping pass as well.
And he's got the ball there as well.
Stuck in.
And he's just won the ball back.
The way he kept it in and bet that player when the ball looked like it was going out. Oh, my God. Romero. Emerson with the shoulder. Kulu on the ball again. He plays it in. 2 of them in the way.
Yes, get that.
Both in each other's way.
What a shoulder with Emerson. Emerson's even pulling out the techers.
Is that not a corner, ref?
No, it's a goal kick. Emerson and Kane got in each other's way. Look at this. Look at the way. And then this. I mean,
just the wrong person. If that was Sonny, it fell down to, or Kane, it would have been. Yeah.
Right-footed. Oh my God, what a play! And he used the right foot to skin the player as well. Unbelievable.
Jamie Vardy's coming on.
Vardy.
Davies better stay awake for this. It was off Daka.
Sumare. That's Sumare and Daka are off. Sumare and Daka are off. And this is
Brunt, some young lad.
Already. William Kelly saying, any chance we can clone Romero? Anybody know any specialists in that field? Sean, you know, you seem like a resourceful guy. You know, seems like
Is this the clone of Sean? Is this the real Sean?
I'll never tell you.
Not only Romero, but Kulusevski. I mean, the impact the guy's had since he's come on for the first 15 minutes. Unbelievable. Clone them all. But Romero, I agree with you. Like we need another Romero. I mean, I absolutely love defending under this guy. Now I know why people talk about the likes of the Steve Perrymans and stuff like that in such high esteem. You know, because usually it's always the attacking players and that get all the credit. You know, Graham Roberts also gets a lot of praise as well. But now when you actually see defenders who like enjoy defending, now you know why players get held in such high esteem and why they criticize some of the better defenders. But Romero, absolutely, he's a throwback, even to when I grew up watching football. Them slide tackles you just do not see anymore. But when I was growing up, you seen them nearly every fucking every opportunity there was. So it's just a
Oh,
throwback.
he's done another one. Well done, Romero.
Cuts in. Oh, shit ball.
I'm not a fan of that, though. Emerson being left alone with Jamie Vardy and someone else behind him as well. Great. This is a great game of football, though. Great game of football. Can you imagine what Kulusevski's thinking when he sees the team sheet? He's like, what? You dropped me for that Lucas Moura fella?
Yeah. Oh, you can tell he's come on the pitch.
He's come on the pitch. He's proving a point, isn't he? Fucking drop me again, Conte. I dare ya.
But Sean, now do you know why I was saying look, don't get me wrong, there is an element of sort of tactics in the last couple of games, but now do you know why I was questioning the players' mentality, just if you didn't understand before? Now do you know why? Because you look at the contrast in this game compared to the performances in the others as well.
100%. I never said it wasn't the players.
No, I know.
The players didn't perform. I didn't like the tactics. I thought they were stale and stagnant, but the players didn't perform. Today, I think it is the players are obviously more. Look at that again from him.
We need to do a highlight reel on this guy. Just sit there and enjoy it. It's so good.
I think the players are obviously pumped up for this. They obviously there's obviously been a big week in the chain. I also think the tactics are a little bit different today, and I also think that Leicester are a different beast. We've given us a lot more space in the midfield to be able to get a little bit more creative. So I just think it's a different. I'm not sure it's apples to apples but I do think you're right that the energy in the team is rid of it.
Oh,
come on, break.
Get on your horse, Pierre. Get on your horse.
Looking for cool.
Oh, lovely. Playing back.
One more to Emerson.
Okay.
Look at Sonny. Look at Sonny.
Across the middle. Oh no! The only person you don't want to cross the ball.
That was good play. That was a good play by Tottenham. Great breakaway from the corner.
The best he can do there, Sean. That's outcome he can do.
What do we say? Corner at best. And the corner's what we got.
Excellent. In terms of Emerson match rating, an absolute 10.
This is a huge difference as well, though, guys. I mean, look how quickly we got from our box to their box.
Yeah.
You know, 3
in terms of the Emerson standard. he's on a 10. Sorry, Dave.
No. I was just saying, 3 passes, how quickly we got from one box to the other end. It's good football.
Yeah. There's a lot of empty seats there today, isn't there? A lot of you see quite a few. I thought it was a sellout. I would have gone if I'd
come on,
I knew there was tickets.
Dyer!
Oh!
Unlucky. I thought Dyer was trying to play the ball there for a minute. I was going to freak.
Dyer's had a few moments in the box. Moondog is probably freaking out. And now the Moondog's praying that he doesn't, get that goal.
Moondog's looking for the Xanax to calm down.
Think we need a third, guys?
Huh?
Think we need a third?
In the next 10 minutes, yes. In the next 10 minutes. If by the 80th, I would say probably pretty comfortable.
2-0, they say, is the most dangerous position in football to be in, because you can very easily just take your foot off the gas. And once the other team get one, then the momentum of the game completely shifts and changes.
Yeah.
So I would say for these next 10 minutes, absolutely. If they grab a goal in these next 10 minutes, they will definitely back themselves.
Yeah.
And we'll be squeaky bum time again. Yeah, nervous and all that.
Emerson, lovely.
Oh, that's a free.
He's
trying to let that go. Oh, my.
Kill him. Love it.
Emerson! He's playing left forward.
He plays where he wants.
Just chased him down.
Emerson Royale is doing a Romero. I play where I want. I play where I want.
Jack, did you get the Højbjerg song that tagged you?
The Højbjerg song?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I'll check it out. Speaking of which, Højbjerg. Moon boots. Back to moon boots.
Go for a 50-yarder. Show me you have it in you, kid. Oh, he does. He responds. Is he listening to me?
That's it, Bento. Be careful. Don't get the yellow card, mate.
He doesn't. He's already on a yellow. He can't afford it.
That's what I mean.
He looks like he's dying to challenge someone, though, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's looking at his mate Romero going, I fancy not being on a yellow card. I want to crunch someone too.
can't believe the 2 challenges he flew into. And that second challenge, the guy pulled out. He didn't want it. He pulled out.
Yeah, he did pull out. Yeah, he saw it. Saw the steam train coming. Choo choo!
Yeah. Oh, you seen the first challenge. He's like, I don't fancy this second one. I don't want it. I do not. Brendan, take me off now. Just sitting back here. I don't like this. Shape is getting very deep compared to the first half. The first half, that midfield lineup was at least where Kane was. Leicester passing it around the back. It's gone out to Albrighton. Sets him and closes him down quickly. They're looking for the angle to keep getting the ball in the box. I have to say, Leicester have been very poor this season, miles off what they were.
Yeah, I was talking to a couple of Leicester fans on the Let's Talk Tottenham show, and I asked them why. I said, like, what? Like, you've got a really good squad, really good first team. Yeah. Like, what's gone wrong? And they we had like so many injuries. He said at one point we had 9 defenders out injured all at the same time.
Yeah.
If we had 9 defenders out, I don't know I don't think we could field a team, could we?
No, geez, we'd be with the Craig brothers on the pitch.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Me and you'd be slotting. Jack would be left back, you would be right back, and I'd be up front alongside the Craig brothers.
You can leave me right back in the changing room, thanks.
Reece pumps it long. Well won by Ben Davies. Looks like we've just took our foot off the gas here the last 5 minutes. Starting to get a bit worried.
I'm going to run downstairs and get a bit of ice. It's very hot in my room and my ice is melting. I don't like it.
Don't bother, lad. Leicester on the ball. It's one
in behind. Hugo. Well done, Hugo. Hugo.
Emerson. Well done. Wins the throw in. Hugo very quick off his line there. Sweeper, keeper-esque. Neuer-esque, Jack.
He needs to come out there. He just needs to. I mean, if he's sitting on his line there, that would be shocking.
Yeah. Shane O'Neill says that Romero tackle is a free at Anfield next week. Could not agree more. Could not agree more, my man. 100%. They blow that up, give him a red card, tell him he's too vicious. You watch how VAR works next week. Trust me. It'll go against us. Always does. It always helps Liverpool out. And that's why we call them Live VAR Pool. And VAR in capital letters, Shano. Big yourself up, brother. And guys, everybody, the link is up in the chat for anybody who wants to grab their membership. Come on and join us for the party here on Monday, providing we see out this and get this win.
Look at his arms spread, flying eagle. Beautiful. It's hard to even know, like, what was more beautiful there, the patience shown by Kulu or the turn by Sonny. Honestly, both were.
I think both were just as good. My whole favorite.
They both had a lot to do there. They both had a lot to do with it, because even though Kulu played that pass, it wasn't very easy for Son to, get away there and get that pass or get that shot off. But at the same time, it's not easy for Kulu to show that bit of patience. But Kulu's down here.
My favorite parts of it, Jack, to be honest, were the 2 tackles from Romero. Kulu, excellent forward play. Son, I mean, that's an unbelievable turn. Completely, like you said, completely twists his Albrighton inside out. But for me, I just go back to the tackles that started that attack. They're my favorite. Well, that's a knee in the back. Well, that's got to be sore. Big Sionchu knee coming into you. Give me yellow. He's at it all game. That's some receding hairline.
He's brave to have that hair with such a receding hairline, isn't he?
Very brave. It's so noticeable.
Yeah.
Sionchu. He has it pulled back.
He's got a proper widow's peak. Massive widow's peak. Harry Kane's probably got less of a receding hairline than Sionchu, and yet he has the audacity to grow his hair longer than a supermodel. It's madness. I'm quite jealous of the confidence, to be honest.
Oh, we're very happy.
Forgot what league he came from.
Huh?
Forgot what league Soyuncu came from. Did he come from Turkey? Did he come from the Turkish league?
I'm not sure, to be honest, Jack. I'm not sure. Do not know, actually.
I think he came from,
I don't think he was from the Bundesliga or anything.
Davis on the ball, winning it back. Tottenham throw in. Well done. Want to see us on the ball now for the last 12 minutes. Daniel Levy worrying he has to spend more money this season. Look at him.
He came from Freiburg.
Bundesliga.
Mm.
Well done, Kane. Go on, Sonny. Oh, what a touch. Play Emerson.
Oh, it's a poor pass. Look for
Emerson
Kulu
on
back
the
post.
Looks for Kulu. Kulu twisting him. Oh, great ball to Sonny. Look how quick he lose that. Sonny with the ball.
Oh my God!
That is world class.
Oh my God!
Oh my God. From about
I just
30
looked
yards
up as
out,
well.
whips one right into the far corner.
Oh my God!
Top corner. What an unbelievable strike by Sonny. Come on, that is top. That is the game, set, and match. Come on, Sonny. Brilliant kid. Brilliant. Emerson telling them to go to the cameras. Do he
There's a cameraman on the pitch. That cameraman is on the pitch doing that.
Emerson loves the camera as well. He knew exactly where it was.
I just looked up as well. I just looked up for that as well. That is unreal.
Look how quickly Kulu shifts that. And then look at that. Oh my
Just have
God.
a hit, son. Just have a hit. Oh my God.
Just for what it's worth, that's another assist for Kulusevski. Kulusevski's assist is insane.
That's the whole front three today. Son has 1 goal, 2 assists. Kulusevski has 2 assists. Kane has a goal. Whole front three.
Yeah, perfect.
Unbelievable.
Perfect
What
front three again.
He's no chance.
Wow.
No chance. That is left foot.
Another left-footed. Another left-footed. Yeah.
Content doing that when he sees it. You gotta love it. Oh.
No, that's left-footed again. Left-footed as well. Like, that is absurd. That's almost better than his Arsenal one because it's left-footed.
He's left-footed, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, left-footed. Yeah.
That's left-footed. That's
Jesus
ridiculous.
Christ.
I don't even know if I remember a Harry Kane left-footed strike like that, to be honest. I don't even know if I can recall one.
Unbelievable. What a goal.
That is ridiculous. He's been scoring more with his left foot of recent as well. Well done, Van Davies.
He's literally ambidextrous.
With his left foot.
He's as good with his left. Well, he's probably still more confident with his right, but he's more than happy to take it with his left as well, isn't he? And very capable. That's insane.
I just feel like all the goals, if I even recall, the last 5 goals he scored, I think 4 of them have been with his left, if I recall.
Yeah.
I think only one of them has been with his right.
Nikolai,
the two against Villa.
So we do. We need to get 3 up on that bad boy. It just doesn't look right with 2, you know.
I can also hear a bit of an echo.
There we go. Love it. Love it. Couple of super chats to get to there. One from Adrian Chaya says, game, set, match. What a beauty from Son. Come on, you Spurs. That's game done and dusted, my man. Guys, goal of the game?
The second one.
Obviously. Oh, the second one.
I'll go with Sonny's left-footed. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, no, Sonny's is more ridiculous.
Oh, I don't know, but the team effort in the second goal was just...
again, crunching people.
I don't know. I think the second goal, mate, Winks coming on. But Bergwijn doesn't look happy. He's almost like, fuck this, I'm out.
Never looks happy.
Where is he? Can't see Bergwijn. Bentancur coming off. Good game. Good game. Smart decision. Don't want to run the risk of him getting red. Oh, Bergwijn's coming on too. Oh, Sonny's off. Well done, Sonny. I would have liked to see him get his hat trick. Well done.
Bergwijn's been in the gym. He's looking pretty buff, isn't he?
Yeah. Look at
another beautiful hug as well.
Yeah, it's beautiful. That's the new Romeo and Juliet. That.
Adrian Chia, though, absolute screamer. I would say the best goal Suns even scored this season. You would all probably say as well. Probably even comparison to maybe even Lucas's goal. I still think Lucas's goal was one of the best, of this season against Norwich. This could have been even better, you could argue. This could have been even better. And I think we'll have to look back at all the goals, Adrian Chia. Absolute beauty, like you say. And then also just makes the day even better. I think we would have been plenty happy with the 2-0. But the fact that it's finished this sort of way, and it's also proved Dark Sun G's prediction of a 3-0 as well, Adrian Chia. So it's just all coming to place. It's all coming in right where we want it to be. Big up, Adrian. And then Dark Sun G saying Pierre-Emile Højbjerg was shocked again, like the Gooners won. Lol, come on, you Spurs.
Yeah. No, look, I think it took all of us back, that goal. That was like, it was just not expected. I mean, when was the last time we seen Spurs players take a shot from the edge of the box and Sonny just takes the Otis left-footed as well? Nobody was expecting it, not even Schmeichel. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable.
And then William Kelly, the winky lover, saying, "Come on, my winky." William Kelly saying, "Come on, my winky." The designated winky lovers in the chat as well.
I bet you William has one of them. Do you know the wink stall that Holly Agambar has in the background, the stuffed winks? I bet you William Kelly secretly has one of them. He just hides it when he goes on the fan show.
He was trying to deny it, Dave, when we were on the fan show. He's saying, it's all just a ploy, and everything. I said, you know what, William, though, you've been doing it so much recently. I think you actually are starting to, like winks. I think you actually have developed a soft spot for him, whether intentionally or unintentionally.
We'll know if we sell Harry Winks and you see William Kelly on that other team's fan channels. We'll know. I'm only messing though. Big up, William. I hope you keep him well, brother. Good time for you to get up and watch this game. But Shawnee, sorry, what were you going to say, man? I cut you off.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember. What was I going to say? I think it's about the goals. Yeah, I feel like obviously the screamer was the screamer as a class, but I feel like for me, I feel like the second goal was still just in terms of a team goal, team effort, seeing Kulusevski do his thing, seeing Sonny finish the way I don't know. It's a tight one, but I probably say I preferred the second goal purely because of Romero crunching two tackle crunches.
I think that's more of a There's more elements. There's more to that. There's more elements to that goal. That's for sure. And also, you're more of a purist, as well, by probably liking that goal more. Actually, I would say, Sean, because it has all the elements of football, wrapped into one bow.
Had everything you wanted, didn't it? Yeah. I don't know. Exactly. And then the third goal was also just delicious, wasn't it? It was out of this world.
Caught me off guard. It really caught me off guard.
Yeah,
it was the dessert. Absolutely. Tottenham Tantrum Gold.
Sorry, go on.
Tottenham Tantrum Gold saying, "Come on, you Spurs, top 4 is on the way. King Kane and his partner in crime got 2. We will get top 4. We will get Champions League. The mighty Spurs are back. TTG."
Top 3 might be on, Dermot. You might not have to get that Tottenham on tour tattoo after all.
Don't start him off.
I can't handle that. I can't handle the top 3 talk. I can't handle it. That's the one where I just get. But Dermot, the mighty Spurs, maybe they are back, and maybe against these sort of teams, this is where we kind of, probably play our best brand of football, to be honest. So the more naive, open teams that we come up against, the better. But who knows? If we grab points against Liverpool, Dermot, I mean, that would be the absolute almighty Tottenham Hotspur. And a bit of a giveaway, though, here.
No, it's all right.
Oh
my God. It's just unbelievable. I mean, honestly, he's going in for my man, the match. Well, he's going in for, I'm going to put 5 up today if I can. What a ball. Up for Harry Kane. I think Son definitely is up there for man of the match. I'm going to throw in Kulusevski. I think he's been brilliant since he's come on. I'm going to put in Højbjerg, and I'm going to put in Romero. They're going to be my 4. Guys, any objections?
None.
Happy with that?
Yeah. Happy with that. And Dermot, really appreciate this the support, my man. Really appreciate the super chat. And then as well, it's just good to see the almighty Spurs, getting back to their winning ways again, and who knows, maybe this is, the wake up call that was needed, from that Brighton and Brentford game. Maybe things are turning around. Not sure what to say yet, because honestly, still processing it all, but big up, Dermot. Really good to have you in here as well, brother.
Yeah, big up, Dermot. Sorry, I'm just typing out the man, the match poll, but big up, Dermot. Look, top 4 never ever wavered. Never wavered, lad. I expect top 4, man. I expect it this season. And my God, we're making a bloody good stab at it. Let's keep going. Come on, you Spurs.
Dave, Rob is saying that you need to dye the top of the hair blonde, in case we get top 4. Get a good bleach.
Who?
Bleach the hair, Dave, if we get top 4.
Oh, no, I don't have any bets on. I'm not that stupid.
You wouldn't do it though, Dave. You wouldn't do it for the team. You wouldn't do it for the Harris Army.
Look, I love the Harris Army. I mean, they know that. I hopefully it's reciprocated. They love me. Look, I'm just not sure the sort of blonde in the top of my head would work, to be honest with you. I'm more of an all.
Well, I don't think it's supposed to work. I think that's why Rob is telling you. I think it's not supposed to work. I think that's why he wants you to do it, Dave.
Nah. Look, I'm an all-natural sort of guy as well. Look, the chicks love the natural look as well, so I gotta stick with it, my man. I can't be doing bleach blonde or blonde tips. I'm not that sort of guy. Not that sort of guy. Plus, it was out of fashion when once I reached 16. I mean, kids used to do that from about 10 to 16 when I was around. So, it was out of fashion. I don't get it. I don't like it either. You'll never see me do it. Look, I just want to be like Harry Kane, all natural, baby.
All natural receding airline haircut. Not a tangible saying we will get a point against Liverpool. We will beat the Gunners. Top 3 all the way. My Højbjerg is my man of the match. We are Tottenham, super Tottenham from the lane. Absolute legend, Dermot. Absolute legend. Dave, could you make a case for Højbjerg as, man of the match? What are your thoughts on that? Or Sean, does anybody maybe feel passionate, about making a case for Højbjerg as man of the match?
I'll let Sean go first, and then I'll have my say, because I am actually, I do feel a bit of passion inside me on this one, Jacko.
He had a great first half. He's played really well. Yeah, he's the 4th best player on the Tottenham pitch and the 4th best player on the pitch today. But there's 3 players that are better, that have contributed more and done more. So I don't think there's a case. I know you have to put 4 names out there for the man of the match thing. He's definitely the 4th best player, but he's not in the top 3. And Kulusevski's had a great game, but he's not actually man of the match. It's between Romero and Son. I think you obviously have to give it to Son, probably just because of the moments of absolute magic. But I think that Romero's been exceptional as well. On the kind of player ratings, you'd give them both 9s, I think, but you give Sonny the edge because of the score, because of the quality of the goals.
I hear you. I do think you probably give man of the match to Sonny, to be honest with you. But if you're talking about a player who's done the right thing and had the right attitude from minute 1 to minute 90, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, and I'm talking about defensively and on the ball. Players were sloppy in both halves, whether it was off the ball or on the ball. The one player that's been consistent throughout the whole game and has been, for me, the backbone behind this win. It doesn't get enough credit for all the little niggly bits and the tackles he's been getting in to clear up possession when they're breaking, getting on the ball and passing it. For me, I think there's definitely a shout that he could be up there. I think, this guy's been absolutely ridiculed this season. Alongside Son, alongside Kane, alongside all of our best players. I don't understand it. But today, I think he set the example. From minute 1, done all the right things, done all the basics correct. And I definitely think there's a case.
I actually wish that he had taken a better touch, in 2 separate moments, because then we probably would be undoubtedly, maybe claiming he'd be the man of the match, because he probably could have gotten himself a goal or an assist at one stage, if he actually had a better touch in 2 separate scenarios. But apart from those, I mean, he's had a spectacular game. Winks is just
Harry Winks just gets Harry Winks just gets absolutely fucking just gets pulled apart there.
He just gives up a goal as well, breaks the clean sheet. Oh my God, Winky.
Harry Winks. Oh my God.
He just got Iheanacho literally just sized him up there and just licked his lips. He literally looked like he just licked his lips when he got this ball.
Look at Harry Winks' positioning. He's nowhere near anyone. He never is.
He just gets absolutely done there. Absolutely done there.
And he'll turn and point and shout at someone else.
It's not even spectacular. It's not even a spectacular move of any kind.
He's having a snooze.
All he does is just touch it inside.
Oh my God.
Look at that. Oh my God. He's like he was on the waltz at Disneyland. What's wrong with the guy? Seriously. Piss taker. 3-1. Now we have to get Nick to work over the scoreboard again. He shouldn't have to. Nick, you can blame Winksy for that. I'm sorry. I'm not taking responsibility. Winks is. That's shit.
It goes right over Moonboots' foot as well.
Dara with the super chat says Bentancur has to be up there for a man of the match. He ran the midfield. I mean, guys, any of us feel...
I think Højbjerg still had it better. I think Højbjerg still ran the midfield more.
Oh, Kane!
Oh,
I think I think Højbjerg ran the midfield more, because Højbjerg at one stage, Dave, he's just spraying the passes, like I said, like a garden hose, and during the summer, he's just spraying them all in behind. He's switching play and everything. Even look at this back heel that Højbjerg just went for there. I mean, it's Højbjerg-Gino, Dave, that we're talking about. So I think Bentancur had a good performance, but again, I would say the past 4 matches, Højbjerg again, I would say still a better performance.
I would say, look, I definitely agree with Dara, though. I do think he's had a very good game today as well. Look, I do think he's had a good game. I just think from minute 1, Højbjerg set the stall out right. I'm just going to run to the Jacks quickly before we stay on again, because I know a lot of people are going to want to celebrate. So I'm just going to run to the Jacks. I'll be back in a second. But big up, Dara. A lot of people are calling for me to dye my beard. Don't think that would work.
No, Emily's even asked Dave in a super chat to say put it to a vote to bleach the hair, but I don't know, Dave. This is a democracy, I would say, the Irish Hotspurs, so you probably would have to put it to vote, unless Dave, you're going to subscribe to maybe a bit more of a dictatorship. If you were to say that you can't let the Irish Hotspur vote on it, you would just have to admit that this is more of a dictatorship. I'd probably say.
Look, what I will say is, if we get top 4, I will do something the Harris Army wants me to do within reason. Within reason, I will do something they want me to do if we get top 4. But yeah, I just need to run to the Jacks because I can't hold this in. I'll be back.
Now, before you go to the Jacks, I'm kidding. Okay.
You're not done here. You're not done here.
You're not done. We're still talking.
Big up, Emily. Really appreciate it. Honestly, we're going to have to put it to a vote unless Dave's, just going to say that they don't have a say. Adrian Chia saying, Winks on and we concede. I'd rather Galini come on. I've heard Kuva make this point before, that actually Galini might actually be a better midfielder than Harry Winks. And also, it gives you a bit of height, in the midfield as well. Maybe a bit of steel. Who knows? And is probably better on the ball at the end of the day. If you just need a guy to sideways pass it to death and not give the ball away, I mean, probably Galini might be a better shout, Adrian Chia. I completely agree. And I know Kuva99 agrees with you there. But Sean, what is on your mind? 3-1 really was a 3-0. What's on your mind? Where's your head taking you? What conclusions are being drawn? Where do you find yourself after this game? What has changed for you, maybe with your outlook on Spurs?
No, it was a great game, great result. It's put us back in the driving seat. I'm obviously now turning my attentions to the Arsenal game. But as far as Tottenham go, I think there was a lot of players that we spent all week complaining about, moaning about. Saying, "Oh, what can we do? Who can we possibly put on instead of them?" And one of them was Emerson, or probably the major one was Emerson. And I thought he did a really good job today. So I'm really proud of him and happy for him. And then you look at certain other players that just stepped up when we needed them to. Christian Romero was fantastic. Sonny and Kane. I didn't think Kane had a great day, but I thought Sessegnon had a great game as well. So, and Højbjerg, of course, was the rock in the midfield. When Kulusevski, it's great to see Kulusevski come back in after being dropped and then just put in a performance like that. It shows the sort of character that he is. Like, don't you dare drop me. I'm Kulu. I'm Decky. I'm here to play. I should be first choice ahead of these guys. So it's a fantastic performance from him. So there's lots of positives. The negatives, I guess, to take away from it. Lucas Moura, had his chance to try and regain a place and was just woeful. That's probably the only, and obviously not that it's too much of an issue, but it just shows you once again, Harry Winks you can't even trust the guy to come on for 8 minutes to give someone like Bentancur a break and protect him from getting a second yellow card in the last 10 minutes. Because when Winksy comes on, he doesn't think that defending is something that he has to do, and if he does try it, he does woefully. So there's certain lessons we've learned today. I think that maybe Emerson has got a bit more in his locker, and he's come out fighting. And overall, it's just a great great result. So lots, like 9 positives, 1 negative, and I'm really happy. And now we just need West Ham to do us a favour against the filth. So,
Dave, and how's your outlook changed on Spurs? What's changed for you right now? Where do you find yourself? With this team.
I'm full of optimism. I'm absolutely fucking buzzing, boys. Come on. Look, top 4 is back on. We go to Anfield now with something to play for. Completely changes the dimensions of that game. Look, we nicked the result off them early run in the season. Why can't we go and do it again? I mean, look, today I got a lot of answers I needed. I asked where the leaders were. Kane, Son, Kulu, Højbjerg, Romero stepped up today. I wanted more from Emerson and Sessegnon today. To be fair to both sides, both gave me a lot more. I'm absolutely buzzing. I think it's a good team performance. And I still stick by what I say. I do think it was more so the players' effort and mentality. Again, we were chasing today. Look at the performance we put in. Look, I'm absolutely buzzing. I'm just over the moon. I'm delighted that Kane got on the score sheet over 400 minutes without a goal. You know, it's a long time to go without a goal. But once Kane scored, I said I wanted Son on the score sheet just to get his confidence up for the running. Comes on, scores the first goal, the touch take around Albrighton, unbelievable. Second goal out of this world on his weaker foot. Look, Kulusevski coming on, being dropped worked for him. It gave him something to come on and aspire to be, and boy, did he deliver as well. Look, I don't want to hear any more talks about bringing in Lucas for Kulusevski between now and the end of the season. By that cameo from Kulu, we know exactly who the best player is. So he's got to play. Look, for me, I think, questions are answered about Lucas. He's just checked out, in my opinion. Winks, as soon as he comes on, they break through the middle, they score. Again, backs up my point. The guy cannot play in a Spurs jersey after this season, and he can only come on when we're 3-0 up. Because if he came on when we're 2-0 up, he puts Leicester back in the game with 5. Not good enough.
If that happened in the 70th minute, our hearts would have been in our mouths or in our throats there. Absolutely.
Today,
Sean.
Just quickly. Today, we stood up and we were counted. I asked us to stand up today.
Agreed.
You know, pressure's been on. They've showed that they can handle it. Now, let's take it for the last 4 games of the season. Let's give it fucking hell.
Let's take it, Dave. And every inch counts, Dave. Every inch counts.
Every inch.
Sean, do you feel like Leicester went with that blueprint to beat Spurs, or do you think they just went with their own thing and kind of were a bit naive, in the way they set up against Spurs? Because you and I have agreed on this point where it's like a team will either go with that blueprint, against Spurs to maybe stifle us. Do you think they tried it and Spurs just outdid it, or do you think they just went with their own sort of thing, that was different from Brentford and Brighton?
Yeah, I think they just played their own game. I think they left acres of space in the midfield in the first half and at the start of the second half. I think that they were trying to play down the wings. I thought Albrighton was quite busy. I thought Thomas was quite good on the left. And people like Daka was getting. You'd find Daka hanging out on the right wing quite a lot and stuff. So there was lots of width to their game, and but we had the lion's share of the possession. And so when we have the lion's share of possession, and their players are out, that are pushing to be further out wide, it leaves acres of space in the middle. I mean, I shudder to think what the score could have been today if Harry Kane had his passing boots on. Because I think he only got he had like a 54% pass completion rate, which is the lowest I've seen from him, pretty much ever. So, if his, he could come deep. He was coming deep. He got the ball. It just wasn't really working so much from him. So we could have put 6 or 7 past them probably if he had a better game. I know he got the goal, but yeah, I don't think Leicester came with any particular plan to stifle us. I think they came with their own style and thought they could outdo us down the width. Which might have been true had they had more possession and had we had people like Højbjerg not sitting there and just guzzling up all of their second balls and sloppy touches and things. So I think you have to give a lot of credit to people like Højbjerg. I don't think he's man of the match, but I think you give him a lot of credit for being able to kind of stifle their play, win the ball back, and then when we got the ball back, there was so much space for ourselves to be able to do things with it. So again, I don't think we can take too many lessons from this around. How do we beat the next team who wants to come and play the template? And that will probably be Burnley or who have we got? Is it Norwich? Yeah. I mean, apart from that, who have we got left? Arsenal won't do that. Liverpool won't do that, right? So if we can get through Liverpool and Arsenal and still be in it, then I think we're still going to have to figure out how to beat. I think Burnley could be a tougher game than we think it could be. Especially if Everton are still in, or especially if Burnley are still in the kind of relegation battle, then we have to figure out something for that one. But I'm pumped about the performance today, and I look forward now to Liverpool because I think that Liverpool, they're going to be a better version of Leicester, a better version than the Leeds, a better version than all those teams that come along and play their style of football. But I think we'll have chances, and Kulu, Kane, and Sonny up front. If we can take our chances, then I think we got a shout of getting a result there.
100%.
I completely agree, Sean.
Just before Jack moves on with the super chat, sorry, just quickly, everybody, make sure you smash that like button. It's very important. It really helps us with the YouTube algorithm, and we won, so why not do it? Also, smash that subscribe button if you are new. We've gained some subscribers today. Also, share the love over to the Flatcapeurotalk and Spurs Talk Show, all one word. The names are on the chat here or on the screen here for the channel so you can see. So just get over there and smash that subscribe. And guys, get your super chats in. Everyone should be absolutely buzzing. Get them in with your thoughts, talking points, questions for us. And guys, grab a membership as well and get on here Monday and speak to us and get that lovely badge beside your name.
Well said, Dave. Well said. But we move on to, I believe, Paul Markey super chat here saying, Winks, once a waste of space, always a waste of space. Waste of a seat even on the bench. Waste of a seat, I would say, on the bench as well. Like, to be honest, like, I'd rather it be someone else's bum, warming it, to be fair. Even, to put, a youngster in there just to warm it up, to be honest, because there's no reason that he should be coming on, especially in that certain moment. Like, it was nice to see actually Moon Boots yell at him, Paul Markey right away. It was nice to see, Winks get called out. Sometimes I feel like Winks just gets a pass, because they just don't want to bully on him, maybe because his feelings would get hurt. But I don't know, Paul. No. I would say not even a waste of space, a waste of a seat, my man.
They should give Winks' seat to the Make-A-Wish Foundation for the AIA like they were doing. Starts there. That's where his seat should be going.
You should go to a fan. Yeah, I agree.
Honestly,
they might as well bring the fan on.
I'm fed up with this guy. I don't want to hear any more Spurs fans anymore. Not one. I'm not going to entertain it. Don't want to hear it anymore. He should not be here beyond next season. I don't want to hear, oh, but you see that 5-yard pass he made before that? Couldn't give a go. Don't want to hear it anymore. He's not good enough for us. End of. Get him gone. Find him.
Dark G. I would actually say, Dave, like,
find these wages.
This has probably even ended the debate even for the 3-5-2 with Winks. That's what's so funny. Everybody with the 3-5-2 is like, can we drop Kane into the midfield? Can we drop Kulu into the midfield? I just don't think anybody could even dare to say put Winks in there at this stage. Dark Sun G saying Everton is still 1-0 up versus the Blues. Come on, you Spurs, son. Carrying. What do you think? I mean, with the Burnley winning yesterday, I would say maybe everybody should actually, well, the race for top 4 is certainly something everybody's keeping their eyes on. The race at the bottom. Chelsea. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Yeah. They're just, it feels like Chelsea are just bending over for everybody nowadays. They're just willing to give anybody 3 points if they want it, if they're willing to do enough for it by the looks of it. But Dark Sun G, Sonny, honestly, like you said, special occasions are when he scores. And it was honestly a very, very special 2 pairs of goals there, or a pair of goals, because the first one was Sean's favorite. Third one was probably a lot of others' favorites as well. Just 2 absolute beauties, Dark Sun G. And really appreciate your support, my man.
Legend.
The bottom Duda says Sean deserves this happiness. He has been relentless. 100 hours of streaming this week, I guess. It gets me always fun when he did a watch along on the Irish Hotspur channel. Sean, you're the good luck, Sean. You put in a solid work of week. You've solid week's work.
Good week, Mark, Sean.
I think I did about 9.5, 10 hours yesterday in total. I did like 3 on my own channel. I did 1 on the 3 Spurs boys. Then I did like 2.5 on here, and then I did 2.5 on Bob Spurs after that. I went to bed last night, and I was like, my ears were hot, even though I didn't have these things on. They were hot from just like the heat of just having them on for 9 hours.
Now you know what match day is like for me, man. It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's madness.
But you do good work though, Sean. You bring positive vibes, and that's what I like, man. I like that. You bring the positive vibes. You do good work, my man.
Appreciate that, guys. I've got to be honest with you though. I'm not feeling great. I might need to. I'm gonna hang around for as long as I can, but I'm starting to feel a little bit weird. So bear with me, right? If I need to drop off, yeah.
No worries.
No
worries,
problem,
man.
Johnny. I'm just gonna write out the good vibes here. Don't
good
worry.
Recognition. I like that.
Love it, the bottom dude, and really, really generous one as well, my man. Really do appreciate it. And also, I think he might be the good luck charm. Who knows? The moment that Sean and I were gone, the bad form just started happening. Maybe you just have to keep us chained to the chair, to bottom dude, for the rest of this season, my man. Big, no excuses. Even when Sean feels absolutely wretched, we're just gonna have to glue him to the chair and just keep him there. And, tape his eyes open, just to watch the game as well. We're just gonna have
Jack,
to.
We'll get the baldy guy, Stellini, is that his name? We'll get him to stand by
What is that guy's role? What does he do? All I ever see him doing is he just changes.
It's classified.
It's classified, is it?
Yeah, don't ask, don't tell with this case. Dark Sun G says Lampard sank Tuchel's Blues. Oh my God, laugh my ass off, please, Hammers. Dark Sun G is the one thing I'm not happy to see. I'll be honest. Like I said, it's a very big conflict of interest for me to see Everton doing so well to try to fight, to get back, because I want to see them survive. Everton are a club that deserve to be in the Premier League. They would be a huge miss. But at the same time, I just can't see Frank Lampard. I just won't allow him to take the glory for it. I just won't allow it. I just can't see it happening. It just would make me absolutely sick. So, Dark Sun G, if you have any sort of solution to my predicament, do let me know, my man. But hopefully the Hammers can get a result. Maybe they actually have some more bollocks than Chelsea do in terms of giving teams points. Maybe they actually
that's
have.
the first time I've heard you swear.
Maybe I have a bit
you must be reveling in the wind.
But Dark Sun G, maybe the Hammers might have a bit more backbone. Who knows? But I just don't know. I don't know, Dark Sun G. You can't trust any team these days. You really can't. You can't trust anybody to get points for Spurs these days. But the bottom Duda saying, guess it became clear why Conte doesn't start Bergwijn. He doesn't. He could have closed down Iheanacho, but he didn't or couldn't. Poor work rate, maybe. I think it was more on Harry Winks there, but was there actually an element of maybe Bergwijn coming into that play? Do you guys recall that with Iheanacho's goal? Like, did Bergwijn, maybe leave the midfield a bit exposed? I don't know if anybody recalls that, Dave. Do you recall that, or
I don't
know. I
was too busy in dreamland, to be honest.
What was the question? Sorry, Jack.
He's like, guess it became clear why Conte doesn't start Bergwijn. He could have closed down Iheanacho, but he didn't or couldn't. Poor work rate, maybe. Do you think like Bergwijn played a part in maybe allowing Iheanacho to get that sort of?
I didn't notice it at the time.
Yeah,
I didn't notice it. Yeah.
But
I'll tell you what, though, Bergwijn's face, though, he looked like a real sourpuss when he's coming on, doesn't he? He doesn't want to come on with 10 minutes to play. He's a moody guy, But what do you do then? Yeah, he is. But like now in the summer, let's say we're going to find a replacement. Let's say we're going to get one of those great names, whatever. We won't talk about them, but like a Dybala, for example. We don't need we won't need him, and also to keep Lucas and Bergwijn. Which one of those two do you see moving on? I think we'd all prefer to keep Bergwijn and let Lucas go, but I think that Lucas is more of a team player, and Bergwijn probably wants to play first team football, right? So, which one of the two do you think is more likely to stay? Which one's more likely to leave?
I think Lucas would be more likely to stay, to be fair. I do think so. Look, I think Bergwijn will look to get out this summer. He's got a World Cup coming up, and he's a main player for Holland. So I think, of course, looking at that, he'll look to get out. He's not going to sit here going into a World Cup year taking 2, 3, 4 minutes off a bench week in, week out.
And how much did Ajax pay? Was it 25 million? How much did they say they want to pay for him?
25 million.
Okay.
But that's what they're going to be willing to pay.
Yeah. We will have the answer for you on the tactical breakdown. We will rewatch it. I was just too focused on Winks, to be honest with you. Look, when the guy's on the pitch, I just watch him because he pisses me off that much.
We'll give you a better explanation for that one, Tabata Duda, in due time for the tactical breakdown, my man. But really appreciate the support. And I don't know, maybe that is perhaps why, Conte doesn't bring him on. It's also maybe haven't been said just quickly to Tabata Duda that there may be the reason Bergwijn isn't playing right wing back. It's because he said no. He just doesn't want to do it. I think a lot of people have brought up that theory before as well. And Conte just probably doesn't want to out him, by saying that he doesn't want to play it. But Aaron Dubbin here with a super chat saying, Katie win. Now Tottenham. Next up are the Goons getting battered everywhere they go.
I will say, Aaron, she was lucky last night. I didn't think she deserved it, to be honest. I'm going back to rewatch the game, but I didn't think she deserved it. She got lucky, in my opinion. But look, we got the win today. Let's hopefully that the Hammers can turn into the mighty Hammers today and do one over on Arsenal for us. Just get out of there with a nice sneaky win. It's all we need. We just need to be in the game going into the North London Derby. And I feel like we're confident to take it. But Aaron, my team are also kicking off the Leinster Championship today. It started 8 minutes ago. So, Tottenham winning now. Hopefully they can do it. It'll be a good weekend, my man. Big up.
Big up, Aaron. And really appreciate the support as well, brother. Really do. And also, it's good to have you in here, my man.
And best of luck
William Kelly. What? Best of luck with what?
His new business. He was saying on Tommy Talks. He's involved in a new business. So best of luck.
Best of luck to you, Aaron. Honestly, that sounds fantastic. William Kelly saying, leave my winky wank.
I'm sorry, but I'm not going to stop till he's gone. I'm not. It's like Dago with Levy. I'm just not going to stop till Harry Winks is gone. When he's gone, I can be happy because I know I don't have to come on every day and explain to people, how bad this guy actually is in terms of a Premier League footballer. So I'm not going to stop till he's gone. Call me Mr. Relentless for the next while, because I will be.
I actually never did realize the similarity between your disdain for Winks and Takel's disdain for Levy. That's actually hilarious. Very similar. William Kelly, he's not going to be left alone, and he's probably going to be actually on roast on the Monday show as well. I would imagine Chris probably has a few things to say, William Kelly. So I would say prepare your best defense for him, my man. Prepare your best defense for him. But big
Comedy
up William
Central should
Kelly.
do a roast to Harry Winks, to be honest, and just have me on.
Apparently, Dark Sun G saying, apparently after Liverpool lost to us, they never lost to a London team for 4 years. If we can beat them, me and David can banter Liverpool fan in the
his dad is a
family.
Liverpool fan. Remember, his dad's a Liverpool fan.
And what is it, your brother-in-law, Dave? Or, kind of like,
Yeah, my brother-in-law's converted my niece. Yeah, it's a bit touchy subject, that, to be honest. I'm not happy. I've actually stopped giving my niece pocket money until I see her in a Spurs kit. That's how much it means to me. So she knows now that money, pocket money I was giving her every week, just pick up sweets in the shop, whatever, that's now being cut, and she knows why. So
probably even, Dark Sun G, with the father, maybe around the, around the apartment or around the house, is probably not picking up for himself, not doing the dishes, this week, Dark Sun G is probably, even Dave, not even, helping out the dad when he needs a bit of help. I bet, he's just, getting the tensions rising, Dark Sun G. He's getting ready, to be able to give it to him. But or maybe Dark Sun G, be on your best behavior for this week. Be on your best behavior for this week. Then, once we get the 3 points, then you can just be honestly an absolute a-hole for the next week. So I would say Dark Sun G, definitely tell me which one you would go for. Tell me which one. I would say actually, be nice, under the radar, good behavior, and then once the 3 points come in, just turn into an absolute maniac.
I'd spank his head all over the place if we bet them. To be honest with you, look, for me, it's not too bad. I just turn off my phone and go missing for a week, no problem. Dark Sun G actually has to live with him, so he's got no option but to not escape it. So just for Dark Sun G alone, I hope we do it. But look, Dark Sun G, we're going into Lions Den. We're up against all the odds. I don't even think Sean would put money on Tottenham to win, or Moondog. So
I don't know. I'll check out. I'll see what the odds are first, and I might do it. Boys, I'm so sorry to do this to you, and you have to say, man, I'm feeling really, really ropey. I need to jet off. Okay. No, I love you guys. Sorry, fellas.
Put your link in the chat as you head on out. Everybody, thank you, everybody.
You find me at Spurs Talk Show, guys. If you haven't already, very close to the 1,000 subscribers. So if there's anyone who hasn't hit the subscribe button, I would appreciate it. You can find me taking my dog for a walk every day, talking about Tottenham. Whatever's going on in the world. And then you can also find plenty of panel shows and news, previews, reviews, all that kind of stuff. Try and keep it lighthearted and play games and things as well. So Spurs Talk Shows where you can find me. Thank you all. Thanks everyone in the comments. And I love you all. And I'll come on you Spurs. I'll see you soon.
Sean, really appreciate you coming on and also put in a great shift as well. Appreciate you, Sean. Talk to you later.
See you, my man. Everybody, Spurs Talk Show link is in the chat. Just get over there, smash that subscribe button. He's so close to 1K subscribers. Let's get over there and make it happen for the guy. And big up the outlet. I know you're enjoying this thing. Come on, man. What the fucking way? Come on. Woo!
Dark Sun, big week coming up, though, Dark Sun G. Big week for you, my man. And let me know how it goes. Hopefully, all the build up is what, it builds up to just absolute glorious, weekend again. And I would say we have it all lined up maybe to actually get a bit of an upset there, but like David said, not really expecting much from it. Light work saying, I just hope West Ham beat the scum, but Liverpool, maybe, not sure. Maybe he's saying we also have a chance of beating Liverpool, I think is what he's saying there. I just hope West Ham beat the scum, but LFC maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure, actually. I'm not sure. I think maybe he's just saying he has maybe a bit of hope that we'll beat Liverpool. And then he also just has a bit of hope that maybe West Ham can get a result against the scum. Even just getting a result, even just getting a draw, would help us tremendously. Light work. It would bring us back level, with them. So I think it's exactly what we need, to be honest. Just a draw is even what we're looking for.
Yeah, look, I'd take a draw from the Liverpool game. We just need to be in within.
Or I said the West Ham game.
Yeah, just 3 points going into the North London derby. Beat them. We've better goal difference. We take 4. It's all we got to do. We've done our job. Let's hopefully West Ham can do a favour for us today. Look, I'm not dependent on it. I'm really not. I actually think Arsenal are more likely to drop points against Leeds or Everton. But look, we'll wait and see. Kickoff for that game starts at 35 minutes past 4, so we'll wait and see.
There you are. There you are. The big up light work. Really do appreciate support, my man. And
up.
Adrian Chia again here saying Conte masterclass for starting Mora or a bad move. You could actually make the argument it was a good case because Kulusevski wasn't coming into this game with good form. Probably, I don't know if he was lack of confidence, but just wasn't coming into it in the best of form. Lucas Moura probably was trying to prove something, just couldn't actually end up doing it. He was bringing a different edge to the game. He's a very different player to the likes of Kulusevski, brings a bit more pace. Probably is also a bit more of a threat, you could say, in the box because Lucas likes, make those runs in, for a header, kind of a tap in. So he's a very different sort of customer to deal with than the likes of Kulusevski. And maybe you could say that's what sort of made it a masterclass is, Lucas is just a very different player to the likes of him. And so when you bring on Kulusevski, Luke Thomas just had an entirely different player to deal with and, didn't really know exactly what to do because he was thinking about Lucas the whole time. When Kulusevski comes on that early, like 10 minutes into the second half, Kulusevski comes on, Luke Thomas probably just felt like he had an entirely different player that he was coming up against, which made things really difficult, especially as a defender coming up against two very different sort of wingers. Can be very tricky, I would say.
Do you know what? For me, Jack, I'm going to title it killing two birds with one stone. Look, at the end of the day, the fans have been calling for something to change. They got it. And look, he put it out there. It didn't work. So I'll be honest. I don't want to hear it again. We know it's just not going to work. But what he did do, Jack, is maybe, look, Kulusevski was maybe just starting to get a little bit too comfortable. I don't know. I'm guessing. But what he did do is he gave him a rocket up the arse because within the first 5 minutes, he made one run which he could have scored and made another one that helped set up a goal. So and then he played that quick pass, quick move and shuffle of the ball, quick pass into some for that other goal. Yeah. And this is what I'm talking about, Jack. By doing these things quickly, you give the player who you're passing it to more time and space on the ball rather than doing everything slowly like we were doing the last two games, which doesn't give players time on the ball. And that's the difference. And when he came on, he done what Lucas should have been doing. How many times were we screaming at Lucas? Just drive, knock the ball by and go. He didn't want to do it. He was not good enough on the ball. Couldn't get the ball under control, losing the ball. He was poor. And Kulusevski came on with a fucking rocket up his hole. And he absolutely took the game to them. He schooled them. Even that play where he flicked it with his right foot round them down the byline and then right footed pass across the pitch. He came on. And for me, it worked. Look, he gave the fans what he wanted, and he gave Kulu a rocket up the hole. And look at the performance we got out of him. So, killing two birds.
Dave. Absolutely. Really well said there. And probably, to be fair, it's exactly the outcome Conte was looking for. William Kelly with a super chat saying, Bergwijn is a sulk, doesn't track back, isn't a team player. Bye. Don't need, don't want. Conte doesn't trust this moody prima donna. Really interesting words from William Kelly there. I've actually I don't know if I've came full circle with Bergwijn. It's almost like I've come half circle, actually, the way I would really put it is because I originally didn't back him. I originally thought any of the sort of sentiment to praise him or the sentiment to show him, like kind of a bit of optimism, I thought was unfounded. I thought he was given his chances under Jose. I mean, there are even those still images that people still say to this day, if Bergwijn had put away that chance against Liverpool, might have won the league. It felt like, we would have had all the confidence in the world, so I feel like he's let us down on a lot of occasions. And he's always going to be the second choice to Sonny because he's not as good as Sonny. That's just what it is. So at the end of the day, he's not as good as Harry Kane. He's not as good as Sonny. And he's not as good as Kulu at the third position, which is going to be the right wing at the end of the day. It's not going to be the left wing. It's going to be the right wing, which is that spot that everybody's competing for. And Kulusevski has just done a better job at it. So at first, I didn't have any real sympathy for Bergwijn in his situation. But the way that he's been being played recently, the way that he has, come on and, made impacts with the few minutes he's been given, the opportunities that he is given, it feels like he is doing more than what Lucas does. So I kind of, started to develop a bit of a liking towards him. And I started to kind of see where people were coming from with where he hasn't been given a chance. Because it feels like under Conte, he hasn't been given a chance. But with how William Kelly's put this here, Dave, like it is kind of true. The Snapchat, after scoring 2 goals or whatever it was, and everything, like he's a bit of a, I don't know. I guess he considers himself to be very, just an attitude problem. Yeah.
For me, look, us fans, and look, we've been screaming for him to come off the bench first, and rightly so, because he has had the impact. But there's also a chance for 5 days during the week or 6 days during the week, when you're on the training pitch behind closed doors, to earn that trust and that respect from the manager. So what's he doing in them 6 days? That is, that he's only getting a couple of minutes on game day. For me, it's got to come down to one thing, and it's got to come down to attitude, in my opinion. You can have the ability you want. You can fool the fans and pull the wool over their eyes by coming off the bench and getting a cameo and scoring, which I'm all for. I'm all for praising players when they deserve it. But what's he doing for the other 6, 7 days behind closed doors? Yeah. Surely there's something he's doing that's agitating Conte, because, he has all them days to impress Conte and make sure he's the first one off the bench. Yeah, I don't think there's something quite right there between Bergwijn and Conte, because it's a shame. If Conte could get Bergwijn on the right path and that, I think he could add something to what we've got. But I question his commitment to football.
I think he is actually. I'll disagree there, Dave. I actually think he is committed to football. I think what it is that he just wants to play. He wants to play, and he wants to play a lot of minutes. And he maybe isn't very good at looking at himself, where he's not realizing his situation, which is, if I want to play in a really good team, I might struggle to get a lot of minutes consistently. If I want to play for a lesser team, I'll get minutes consistently. And I think he's finding himself in that sort of dilemma. But I would say the thing I do respect about Bergwijn is that, David, there seems to be an urge and a want to play a lot of minutes, to play football. And you can't sometimes, can't slide him for that, because he wants to play. I think he's not going about it in the right way. He's not going about it in the right way whatsoever. But it's kind of different to the likes of like a Paul Pogba or something, you know what I mean? Where it's like different sort of antics. It's like the only things that are causing trouble is just that he seems to kind of selfishly maybe want more minutes than what he can really be given.
Do you know what? I agree with you that he shows he wants to play. And look, it's all well and good coming out saying the right things in the press. And, I think maybe some of them cameos coming off the bench is maybe an FU to Conte. It's like, you got to bring me on now next week, But, like, again, what's he doing for the other 6 days during the week? Conte hasn't just come in and took a disliking to him for no reason. That's what I keep going back to. Is he as committed during the week? We know he loves his cars, he loves his fast lifestyle, so I'm not sure. Look, I just hopefully he gets it together. We've had too many examples at this club of the wrong way you can go with a bad attitude. Ndombele, Dele Alli, prime examples. A good attitude, you can see what you can achieve at this club. Harry Kane's son. What way do you want to go, Stevie?
Yeah, I guess we'll find out. And I think it's going to be out the door this summer window, because I think that's what he wants. It's just more football, and he'll go to a team that offers it to him.
I think
but William Kelly.
Anyway, World Cup. I think he'll push for it with World Cup anyway, Jack.
Yeah, I think you're right, Dave. William Kelly, I kind of agree with you, but it's weird. I've had a weird kind of journey with Bergwijn in terms of my opinion of him. It's really changed a lot over time, William Kelly. I think it's probably the same with you as well. But big up, my man. Chris is in the house saying taxi for Winks and Lucas, please.
Yeah. I'm not even going to go on them anymore. I've already shared my thoughts on them. I mean, look, there's players in this club that relish wearing the jersey. Kane, Son, Romero, Højbjerg. And then there's players who are pretenders. And that's Winks and Lucas. Like, the thing is with these players, what I question, Jack, is they've had moments. Can't deny that. But have they had the desire and the passion to get better and deliver on a consistent basis? And that starts with working hard during the week or doing extra. I don't know what they're doing, but they have not improved. Over the years, they have not improved. They haven't elevated. Can't keep them around any longer.
I agree, Dave. Chris, looking forward to that fan cam, my man. I want to see that fan cam, especially. I want to see your thoughts on Lucas as well, because I think it's an interesting sort of change that Conte went for there. I want to see what your thoughts are maybe on Lucas, as well as Bergwijn and Winks, to be honest. All three, the trifecta there. Give me your thoughts on them. Send in that fan cam, Chris. Looking forward to it. Kyle Patrick Vineyard saying Son's second goal is definitely the goal of the season. Dave, for Kyle Patrick Vineyard's sake, Lucas's goal against Norwich comes to mind immediately. Is one of the best goals we scored this season.
It's better than that.
It's better than that.
Wrong foot.
But that's what I'm saying. That comes to me as like the best goal this season. Do you think that was the best goal previously, and this one replaces that?
I mean, some might throw in Harry Winks' goal in Europa Conference League. No,
I
look,
guess we're
for
thinking
me,
about the Premier League. Yeah, I guess
yeah,
we're thinking about the Premier League.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
look, for me, it's goal of the season for us in the Premier League. I mean, left-footed. I mean, for any young lad, look, I came through an era, Jack, where I was told if you can't use both feet, forget about making it as to any sort of level as a footballer.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you do see players that can kind of come through, and they're mainly
Get away with it.
one-footed, and they get away with it. I don't know why, but Sonny has demonstrated it doesn't matter. We're inside the box, outside the box. Show me time, either foot. I'll get out of my foot, and this is what I can do. Unbelievable. Great strike all season.
There you are. There's the answer, KPV. And KPV, I want to see that fan cam as well, my man, or at least see you on the fan show tomorrow, my man. Love seeing you on the fan shows. And
Yeah.
KPV, good to have you in here and really appreciate your support,
Big
brother.
up KVP.
Did you let the hounds out as well, Kyle? Let me know as well. Did you let the hounds out? Lionheart.
Do you know what it was, Jack? Do you know why we won? Kyle was wearing the Italian job t-shirt. That's why.
There it goes. Like another good luck charm. Lionheart 1066 saying welcome, or actually, no, he's actually a new member, Dave, or he's maybe upgraded the membership. I'm not actually too sure.
I feel like I've
But
seen
he's
this
also
stand
put in-
around before.
Yeah, exactly. I think he's maybe upgraded the membership or renewed it. I'm not sure. And he's also put in a super chat saying, "Great to be back, lads. Romero today, boys, was unbelievable.
Oh.
Pure class."
I mean, the old lad says it right underneath new nickname for Romero, Spartacus. What a hitman. I mean, Jack, honestly, I want to highlight real just from today's game alone. The amount of time he went sliding into challenges, it's old school defending. It is old school defending. It's look, that goal alone tells you everything. The first one, cleans house, takes the ball. Not only does he rest on his laurels and wait for someone else to help him out, he knows it's not going to happen. So he just goes again and just absolutely abuses them. And because he won the first one and this is what I talk about with the aggression of Romero and why it works and why I say to people, you can't take this out of the guy. Because that player, Leicester player, pulled out of that second challenge. As soon as he knew Romero was coming for it, he did not want it and pulled out. And look at the result. Went to Kulu, we got at them. Romero all game long. The players do not want to come up against this guy because they know injuries are going to happen. You watch next year when the World Cup is coming around. You will see players drift off him because they don't want to get injured. This guy is unbelievable. And I've said this from day dot. Proactive. That's what a defender is. That's what all good defenders do. The difference between a world-class defender and someone like Dyer is Romero's proactive, Dyer's reactive. Romero reads the game and knows where he needs to go and is always trying to get ahead to try and win that ball. Dyer doesn't. Dyer waits for things to happen and then reacts. Romero is absolutely world-class, and I've said this to people. You can call me whatever you want. I don't mind. I've gone all since I started YouTube. But I'm not giving up on this. Romero is world-class. I do not need to wait for Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, all the vultures, any of the big vultures coming in to pick him up off us to tell me this guy's world-class. I don't need it. He's world-class.
Love it, Dave. Absolutely love it. Couldn't agree more. The bottom dude saying Chelsea and Spurs have the same. And actually, what am I kidding? Lionheart, my man. Excuse my manners.
I thought you were going to sound off on Romero. I thought you were going to do one of your speeches.
No, honestly, I was just no. I mean, Dave, like I said, I feel like I've gotten a lot off my chest today, and honestly, the Romero kit, enough. The Romero kit's enough, for me to make my make my allegiance very clear. I mean, Dave, the moment I even saw that Spurs kit, on the shelf, I was just like, there's just no other option. You only get the Romero kit. You have to get the Cootie. But Lionheart, my man, really appreciate support. Really appreciate you, either renewing or upgrading that membership. I'm not sure what it was, but it also really helps out as well. It's a really great way to support the channel, my man. And also love the super chat.
Yeah, no, big up Lionheart. And hopefully we see you Monday for a conversation, my man. I really do. But Jack, I just get images now of you getting the missus to dress up, shin pads, boots on, put her out in the back garden, and you full Romero cat shin pads, just sliding, just getting her to stand there at the ball of her feet so you can practice slide tackles. Jack just tanking through her.
It's probably the other way around, actually, Dave. Knowing how Cootie likes it, Dave, it's probably the other way around. He probably likes receiving the tackles, to be honest. Actually, it's the other way around, Dave. But really, Lionheart, really appreciate you, brother.
Legend.
Really do appreciate it. And Chelsea have the same number of wins so far. They just have 5 draws more. Look at the difference in quality between the two teams. Come on, you Spurs. He's brought this up before at the bottom two to Dave, and I thought it's a really good point because when you really think about it, some of those draws that we did have were really atrocious games that we should have gotten a lot more out of. And so, had we maybe gotten those points, we'd be in an entirely different position in this race for top four. We'd be sitting so much more comfortably than we are.
But Jack, we highlighted this on the after the Brighton game on the breakdown show. I mean, the importance of getting out of these games. We thought it was up against Brighton, and this has been a recurrent theme over the last few years. I mean,
Right.
people come to me and say, "Oh yeah, I know he made a mistake for the goal. He switched off the goal, but he played well though." I don't care if you play well for 87 minutes. If you make a mistake
Mm,
and cost my team, I'm blaming you. I'm not going to praise you for 87 minutes when you know a game is 90 plus. So be switched on for 90 plus. You know, at the
yeah.
end of the day, that's what winners do. And that's the difference between, like Chelsea, winning trophies and doing what they need to do every season, compared to someone like Tottenham. Our players switch off at key moments. 90 minutes last against Brentford or against Brighton. Emerson switched off twice. Dyer switched off. You know, everyone switched off bar Romero. And again, it goes back to Lionheart. Romero's a winner. You know, Dyer turned his back on the ball against Ting, wouldn't put his body on the line. Romero puts his body on the line today. Two differences. When you have the players with the right mentality and do the right things, you get the results. But when you have
Mm,
players that are reactive, they're always going to switch off. Ben Davies nearly switched off today at a crucial time and nearly cost us. These things cannot happen. These little mistakes, because once Davies makes a mistake, and with how fragile this squad can be, Dyer will make the next mistake. Hugo Lloris will make a mistake kicking
yeah.
it out, like we've seen today. And it's just compiled by error after error after error. And when we have them players in the squad, you can't do them. You can't have them errors. And look, exactly, same wins as Chelsea. But the difference is when they're not playing well, they don't switch off and they get out of their way to draw. We do not have that ability, and that's something that does need to change. We get them draws,
Yeah.
we're sitting above Chelsea right now.
Yeah, completely agree, Dave. And Devon Duda, when you brought this up the first time, it really did put a whole new perspective on the season I hadn't really had before. When thinking about, Spurs this season, it's just like if we had the quality to be able to grab those, maybe just that extra point when really needed, we would be in an entirely different position. It puts a real perspective on this season. And also, even maybe makes the season, I don't know, it doesn't make the season look better, worse. It almost actually sadly makes it look worse because then you just imagine like had we maybe gotten over the line in some of those games, we'd just be in an entirely different spot. So I don't even know how to process it about him, dude. But like I said, puts a really good perspective on the season, my man.
Yeah,
And as always, bottom Duda, really do appreciate your support.
yeah, big
Really
up
helping
from
this
him, yeah.
channel a lot, my man. Really helping
He's
this
a good
channel.
guy. Do you know what? He went out his way to find the email to message me to make sure my mother was okay. I'll never forget that. Big up, my man.
Wow. The bottom dude, you're top man. Top man. He's been emailing me, Dave, the tactics, but he's definitely, also doing other things as well. Love it.
He
Love
probably
it.
doesn't email
Li-
me about the tactics because he knows I'll shut him down. He's like, I can't do it. Dave's too. He only sees his way.
Lionheart saying upgrade, boys. Love the channel. Lionheart, that's really, really kind. That's really, really kind, honestly. And Dave, maybe a good way to plug as well, Lionheart. What exactly he's doing. Everybody, if you do enjoy the content, if you enjoy the watch alongs, if you enjoy kind of the round table discussions, you enjoy the tactical breakdowns, you
That's
enjoy
for
the
Jack.
player ratings, you enjoy the fan shows, you enjoy the stats with Jack, feel free to grab that membership because it is a great way to show the support for the channel with all that different content that we put out there. It's a lot of hard work that we put into some of these, different areas of content, and grabbing that membership is just a great way to support the channel and a great way to keep us going on this journey. And Lionheart, really do appreciate it, my man. Really didn't need to upgrade it or anything, but honestly, really appreciate those words. And it really does make David a nice day as well.
Yeah, legend. But it really does know that we're sort of on the right path. And look, like I keep saying to everybody, we make it up as we go along. We're two guys that fell into it and just had the passion, behind Spurs, and people seem to be enjoying the content. So hopefully people are enjoying it. But next season, going to be a lot more on this channel, and you will enjoy it. Trust me. But look, I want to say a massive thank you to everybody else out there because I know people want to go off and watch Arsenal West Ham. I just want to say to you guys out there before you do drop off, is look, a massive thank you for the support that you've given me and Jack through since we've started to compare to now. It's absolutely overwhelming.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And without you guys, we still wouldn't be sitting here today. And it's just so good that we can all ring in the season with something to play for. It brings us all together. And I just hope, honestly, I really do hope we can claim and get this top four, because it'll just be so much weight off everybody's shoulders, and all the infighting amongst fans will be gone. And hopefully then we can all get something and push behind this summer. And just really enjoy our club again. So massive thank you to you guys out there. But Jack, before we go, why don't you tell people what's coming up on your channel, lad?
I'm about to do that. Just wanted to quickly say as well. I think the comment is highlighted. Grab those memberships, everybody. They are available. It's also pinned in the chat. So please, please, please grab that membership if you feel like supporting the channel and also supporting us on this journey. It is available for you guys. And then as well, just Chris saying Kulusevski and Romero, the difference, Son and Kane too. I think it really was is that Son and Kane had. I think Son had a pretty exceptional game, but Kane, to be honest, he actually let the rest of his teams actually carry him for once. It was actually the rest of the team that was, putting the team on their back than really Harry Kane this time, which is actually a bit relieving to see, Chris, because we are kind of labeled as a Kane FC, where in order for us to win games, Kane has to have a good game. I honestly will say Kane had a pretty average game, to be fair. It was quite average, in comparison to the rest of the players. It didn't even make the top four of the man of the match candidates. So it just shows that maybe we can actually put in quality performances without Harry Kane needing to have a world class day. So actually gives me a bit of relief, maybe.
I actually agree with you just there quickly, Jack. I actually agree that Kane wasn't at his best today. Nowhere near it. But what I will say to people is don't doubt the timing of the goal. That goal relieved a lot of tension and a lot of pressure, and probably
we spoke about
influenced others around them after that goal to give them more confidence to come out and be better than themselves. Don't get me wrong, didn't have the best of games, but that time of that goal, crucial.
I agree, Dave. And actually, the point that I brought up with Ben Davies' goal, I believe, against Newcastle, if I recall, it's a similar sort of thing where the timing of that goal, the moment that it scored is actually more important than people realize, because it changes the momentum of the game, changes people's, sort of confidence, the nerves maybe go, away in the players. They can actually breathe a bit, and actually not be so tense. And I agree, Dave, those sort of goals actually do change the whole feeling in the team. I really do agree there. John Stokes saying, yes, Dave and Jack, Romero, class performance. And John, really appreciate your support, my man, and always in here as well, John. Absolute legend.
And he's always retweeting everything to help push out the shows and help us, John. Really appreciate everything you do for us, my man. And look, Romero was a class performance, but let's see who's man the match, John. Look, Son takes it with 57%. Kulusevski gets 9% of the votes. Romero gets 33% of the votes. And Højbjerg gets 1% of the vote. Romero definitely, people think, second best player on the pitch. Look, Son deserves it. I mean, look, I did say, I think with Son 2 goals, the nature of the second one, class touch on the first one, the awareness to do what he done, unbelievable, deserves it. But I agree, Romero, absolutely unbelievable, Johnny boy, absolutely unbelievable. And John, look, I see the picture. You've got a nice grey beard there, nice grey beard. But you know what I'm talking about when I say he's a throwback to old school defending, my man.
Yeah, absolutely. I think John definitely knows his stuff. He probably actually likes, more of the Romero types than, the more of the modern day defenders.
In the park in New York. What's it called? Famous park? Central Park.
Central Park.
Yeah. John and Jack
probably
each other.
Probably putting on the pads right now, Dave, and getting on that flight. John Stokes as well saying Conte tactics worked with Kulusevski on late getting 2. It's maybe just that desire that Kulusevski brought on. He was able to watch the game, see what Lucas was doing that, he could probably bring, and then as well seeing what Lucas couldn't do and see what he could do better, is probably what Kulusevski was looking at. Sometimes being that bench player, you get to look at the game with, a different sort of eye set than, the players that are actually on the pitch. And maybe that's what Kulusevski did. Good students of the game, do that where they see, what areas of the pitch they can actually help in while watching the game. Some players just goof off like Dele Alli, Dave, and just do TikToks
Yeah.
on the bench while it's happening. But other players actually study what's happening. And apparently, I think Kulusevski's been remarked before as being a real student of the game. He really does take in the tactics. He really does take in a lot of the elements of the game. I think he's just someone who really enjoys watching football. I think as well. I think he is just an avid fan of the game. So I wouldn't be surprised if he was studying how Lucas was playing and seeing what he could do differently, in order to help the team.
Yeah. No, absolutely spot
Big up,
on.
John.
Big up, John.
And then he's also in here again. He's on fire here. You're on fire here, John. Saying Son and
Big
Kane
up.
on fire. Mistakes, Davies, Dyer, and Winks. I actually agree, maybe. And I know this was a great performance from majority of the players, but I would actually say another strange performance from Moon Boots. Kind of hard to know,
Concerning.
how good it really was. Like, I don't really think a 7 out of 10 is deserved. I just think it was a strange performance from the guy. And then Davies, I thought was better, but not much better. I thought they were very similar, so I'd probably give a 6 to him as well, if not a bit lower. And then Winks, I mean, we just don't even need to talk about that, John. But I agree with you, John. I mean, there were some poor performances actually out there from the likes of the back three. In the case of Dyer and Davies, I actually thought they weren't that great. Thought they were a bit shaky, to be fair, especially in possession.
Yeah, look, to be honest with you, John, I actually think it's a great assessment of the game, to be honest with you. Look, Son, Kane on fire, maybe not so much Kane, but he done well. He done okay. He done what he needed to do. Goal, timing the goal, perfect. Look, Dyer, Davies, Winks. I mean, it's clear to see that they're the positions and they're the players that have to be improved on. Don't get me wrong, I'd keep Dyer and Davies around as squad players next season and ship on Sanchez and Roden. Look, I actually think Davies will be okay next week against Liverpool because I've seen him churn in some of his best performances against Liverpool. Going back under Jose Mourinho, he was unbelievable, outstanding. Don't think he was too shabby either in the last game against Liverpool this season. Dyer, I'm starting to get a little bit concerned about. Is he starting to run out of, is he starting to tire basically, because,
Yeah,
yeah, I think there
yeah.
could be an element to it.
I think that's a good theory, actually, to be fair, Dave. John Stokes again saying, yes, Dave, Romero's an old school defender like Graham Roberts.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
the
And
highest
that's what I
compliment
was
you can
saying.
give there, John.
That's what I was saying during the watch along, Jackie. It's a throwback to the likes of Graham Roberts and Steve Perryman and that the older school fans would just be sitting there idolizing this guy. I mean, who let the
Yeah.
dogs out? Romero did. Woof woof. Unbelievable.
Yeah, absolutely, John. John, comparing him to Graham Roberts is the highest of compliments. I mean, it seriously is. But everybody, really do appreciate support today. Honestly, Dave, it's been absolutely massive
Amazing.
from so many of the Harris Army. Really appreciate Sean coming on as well. Sean, if you're able to listen, while
Yeah.
you're recuperating as well, really appreciate you putting in that shift for us as well. And also, everybody, while you're here, do hit that like button on our way out as we move on to that West Ham Arsenal game. Dave, in terms of coming up on the channel, I believe tomorrow we have a player ratings coming out, and I believe a tactical breakdown. If I'm not actually, no, tomorrow's Monday. Actually, the
Yeah,
game's been
tomorrow's
recently
Monday,
on
so we'll
Saturday.
do a player ratings and a
Fan
fan show. Player ratings
player
might
rating
be a
tomorrow.
pre-record, but
Yeah.
fan show, and then Tuesday will be the tactical breakdown, and then we'll have the Tottenham roundtables back and everything else. As you can see, we're getting the panels right lately. A lot of people enjoying them, so make sure you stay tuned in, enjoying what we got going on this week over here. But Jack, what you got going on over there, my man?
Yeah, everybody. I was just going to say recently, been kind of doing more kind of live streams, especially with Darius. Darius, he's given me a schedule that I can work with, and everybody just loves having him on that channel. And I do as well, because it really does, bring kind of the genius, to the conversations. But in the case of the channel, Dave, watch alongs happening. I think we're going to do the Man City Real Madrid game watch along. That might be Wednesday. Maybe they switch it, so it might be Wednesday. But as well, we will just be continuing to do uploads with the scout reports and whatnot, and then also maybe crack into some other video ideas that I have. But everybody, do check out Flat Cap Bureau Talk, especially because been some good conversations I've had with Darius in terms of live streams, and then also just tons of scout reports that I'm sure people have already missed.
No, 100%. Guys, get over there and check it out. The support over there has been absolutely incredible, and we cannot thank you enough for getting behind it. one last person to say thanks to, and I'd love everybody, the 119 people that are still left right now, get in the chat and big up Nick, aka Lazy 8, the guy who puts all this together, the visuals and all for the watch long. Because I know some people out there are anal about visuals and stuff, and Nick is the guy that is sorting all of that out. He really wants to help us. He really loves the channel, and what he does for us on game days, it's unbelievable. So, guys, please, everybody, get in the comments and give Nick an absolute big up. And then we've got Andy James, who is just a new member. Andy James, 63. Absolutely love it. I presume 63 is probably the year you were born, my man. So big up, Andy James.
He's always in the Flat Cap channel as well, Andy James. So I really do appreciate you actually, showing the support over here as well, Andy, because he's shown a lot of support to me on the other channel as well, Dave. So big up, Andy. Really appreciate it, man.
And hopefully we see you Monday for a discussion. But everybody, it's been an absolute bloody good day. Tottenham's top 4 hopes are still alive. We're still fighting. We're like that dog that just won't let go. Do you know that guy that you just can't put down? That's what we are. You can punch him and punch him and punch him. He will not fall. And that's what we are. We got to keep fighting. It's not about the size of the dog. It's about the size of the fight in the dog. Guys, get your likes in. Subscribe to the channel. Get your comments in. We'll see you all back here tomorrow. Come on, you Spurs. In Conte, we trust, baby.